Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. We're so glad you're here. And we've got a great show tonight. Is going to be, we've been really celebrating all week long with incredible discounts, and we've got more of that tonight, but cranking up those discounts for you so that we can bring all the prices down, bring the values up, and bring you the great pieces that you love, including our museum favorites that are so exciting here tonight, as well as do have to just caution, we do have some broadcasting issues yet again tonight, as we've been experiencing all week since Monday. So it is a time when a lot of you might be joining us online. We appreciate you doing so. Just a reminder, if we're ever not on your cable or satellite or however you watch us, hopefully live streaming for you if that's convenient for you. So just that little heads up. And here's what we have for you. So in lieu of all of our viewership and our full complement of viewership, we're going to take all these great values and make them even better for you. So this is a perfect night to shop a favorite, to get requests in, to tell us what you'd like to see. It is all going to be here, and it's going to be magnificent. Magnificent values. There is a little bit of everything tonight. We even have a gold necklace that has just a few diamonds. It is a style, I designed a style very similar to myself, just for myself a few months ago, and this one's with diamonds. So I know you're going to love it because it's a curb link style necklace. So for those of you that love a lot of gold presents, we have a necklace for you in a curb link. We also have a spectacular, we have a great looking Congolese stone. We actually have some really special tourmalines throughout the show tonight. Whether you're looking for, I've actually never seen a tourmaline like we're going to see in a pendant tonight, where there are more than just one or two colors. We've got about 4 colors in one stone. All looks like you couldn't have painted it any prettier, and we've got that for you, but it's a Mother Nature stone, of course. We also have some blue wing block D for you. We are getting down to final days. We got a 909 here for you as well tonight, as in addition to Morganite, that's going to be a really high-end mounting. It looks like one of our $200,000 pink diamond pieces, but actually it is a spectacular Morganite. So we'll see that. Plus, right here in the front, beginning of the show, we're going to bring you some really exclusive one-of-a-kinds. Some pieces that are sure to go out very quickly, with probably a lot of people missing out. So just a reminder, we specialize in one-of-a-kinds. We're not like everywhere else. We don't have a lot of quantity of any given item. Even something I might have a couple of, there's not going to be a lot of. So I would really recommend dialing in as soon as you see the piece you love. That way you're there, you're ready to go, and you're ready to shop it. So are you ready to get started? We've got an amazing tourmaline. We're actually going to start with some Congolese. Remember, there's a top of the hour every hour that is going to be here that are spectacularly priced. Plus, there's even a new turquoise. We brought that one down. And a lot of other exciting pieces, including some of our museum favorites. I do have a chameleon diamond if you're interested. It's a 1 carat, and so many great wheels to show you. So it's going to be a lot of value going out. We're going to move very quickly because we have a lot to do, and we're going to start here with our Congolese tourmaline pendant. Actually, take a look at this, and it's going to be a fabulous one only, and this would be 112-4664, and it's a really special color because it's got that blue and green that we look for in our fabulous Congolese stones, but it also is going to be, well, a great diamond weight that you have there as well in the top. That's a little decorative bail. It's 112-4664. It's a 217 on the Congolese. Plus it has 2 points in diamonds, just a few accents there up top to accentuate your bail, give you a little extra special something. So thanks, Tone. That's good to know. Now, Tony, if we didn't have any of our viewership, would you just would you send me home? So if we had none at all, like, would that be like a little vacation day, a little impromptu vacation day? I guess it would, right? But here we are. No, I guess not. I guess we'd still be online, right? So yeah, we are. That's what they say. The show must go on, right? Rain or shine. And so we've had a little bit of both today. So anyway, we're going to get you a 217 Congolese stone. It's our fabulous Asher cut. It's just a 1 only. It's got a new mark down for you. I know you're going to like it, but this is the kind of piece where I really do. I always wish that we had a little bit more quantity on everything for you so that we could help everybody out. But it is kind of, again, the specialty nature of our stones, the beautiful collectability. Let's take a look at it on the hand. That's where it's at now, where you can see that beautiful blues and greens, and of course set at an angle. So when you see this dropping in that north-south fashion, you get an idea of how Asher cut set in an angle like that. Then of course that beautiful open work, some negative space there at the top for your bail where the diamonds are at, and that's going to be 3/4 of an inch in top to bottom length. We're going to show it to you here on the neckline. It'll give you a little bit better, I think, perspective on what that's going to look like, what to expect when that is on the neckline, and it's going to be going out quickly because it's under $1,000, and we're not even asking for $9.99. So a really hugely important discount coming your way on one of our fabulous Congolese. And what we tend to look for primarily are those stones that are giving the true blue and green at a 50-50 level, and that's exactly what you have here. But again, glowing even brighter because of that asher cutting. We'll go back to our wheel close up and we'll show it to you here so you can get a really good idea of what that clarity on that stone is all about. And we're going to send it out in a hurry. It's not even $9.99 or $8.88. It's a great way to start. We can actually change the gold color for you as well. So if you're not as much a fan of the white gold and you'd rather have yellow, let's just say that's all you wear, or the like, or you just want to try a Congolese stone in the yellow gold, you certainly may. But this is going to be better than even $8.88 or $7.77. It's going way down. Want to start the show off right? Then we have an incredible Imperial topaz that is coming up as well for you that's going to be extra affordable. I don't know what's going on with the Imperials lately. We've seen some of our biggest values ever on Imperial topaz in the last couple of days. But this one actually going to be better than even $6.99. We're ready to send it out for you. And a fabulous, fabulous idea. But it's actually going to be, you know what, not even $6.99. Let's go even a little bit lower, right? I'm really taking that to heart. The whole method to the madness of really truly discounting. And this is going to be very, very special right here, right now. And we're going to make it even better than $6.99. We're going to make it $5.99 only on this one. So a really special way to go at $5.99, and that one should be gone. So it won't take long tonight to get these onesies out the door, that's for sure. And that's exactly how I love the idea that you could be shopping in a onesie, right? You can have the fine jewelry come to you. No worried about, okay, like again, when you're going to those big city stores and those big flagship boutiques, right? And you're worried about, okay, now I got to have the right outfit, just even go in there and shop, right? Don't want to give the wrong impression, right? This is where, again, sit back, relax, enjoy the great values, have them delivered to your doorstep, save a bunch of money doing it. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. So it's exciting. You have this one. All right, congratulations. That one's gone. And then again, so this is where I tell you, these people that are with us, there may not be a ton of you like normal, but there's going to be some really big values for those of you that are here and ready to do some shopping. And hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much, Kirsten. I appreciate that. Oh, if only I was. If only I was, right? Hey, Tracy. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, AT&T is good. AT&T is good. It's the other ones that aren't. I heard AT&T is somehow together with our satellites. So Dish, Direct, AT&T are good, but the Verizon, the Spectrums, all those are not no good. But anyway, I'm glad you get us, Tracy. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Tracy. You're so kind. Let's do this, guys. We got an Imperial, and this is going to carry on throughout the show. Just get ready for these one-of-a-kind values. Call in early. 112-5618 is the item number here. This is our 105 in the pear-shaped Imperial topaz, and it's a 1.05 in this mounting that I know so many of us love because it's gotten some of the best feedback in just a few short times of bringing it. It's been so exciting to have a deluxe mounting that I'm telling you, even if you are somebody who's not like a crazy fan of the way your fingers are shaped or the length of them, this is one of those super elongating styles that just makes every hand look elegant. And it's a 1.05 with 38 points in diamonds, and that's going to be that deeper chevron shape, kind of like our Wonder Ring, but again, a little bit more elongated with the pear shape that is also more elongated, nestled in between, and that's actually going to be white gold and yellow gold. You get a little bit of each there. But this is where Imperials, we're treating them almost as if they're citrines lately. Has anyone noticed that? It's one of the rarest stones in the world. We're treating them as if they're just like affordable quartz family gems. It's amazing what we're doing, and yet you get a huge value like this one, where this whole ring, which is actually going to be only really houses some of the more expensive stones. I mean, to be honest with you, it's big rubies, emeralds, Paraiba. As of last night, it was Paraiba. By the way, I think that Paraiba that we had last night in this mounting is still available if you're, wanting to see that, just in case you weren't with us or couldn't broadcast or whatever. So this is where we've got now the Imperial, which is that all precious topaz out of only one source in the world, which is Ouro Preto, Brazil. Come on over and take a look at it and follow me. And here's what we're going to do here with the white and the yellow as is, stays as is, but we just need to know your ring size and what would you like. And here's what it looks like on. This is one way to wear it. We'll switch it around. We'll do a little bit of that point away from the hand as well. I don't know. I like it this way. And maybe that's just because, again, I think that's just that whole idea of pointing out there and then creating that ability where if you want to stack something with it, you can. But it's actually going to be better than even, okay, this is not going to be $29.99 any longer. We got a lot of great pieces to get out the door, and Got about 500 ideas I'd like to share with you tonight, so we're going to try. But it's only going to be $9.99 if you'd like to get this one. So get ready, because this is how those values are going to rock tonight. And we got brand new. It's not just discounts on some of the pieces that you've seen before. It's actually a lot of brand new that we're going to mix in with all the fabulous values. So it's going to be a fun night ahead. And that's going to be our two-tone gold. Again, a little bit of white gold set underneath your white diamonds, and then the yellow gold framing that and just going right along that edge. So it almost creates that, almost looks like you stacked two rings together, doesn't it? It's almost like you got the same ring and stacked them, and they look beautiful together, don't they? But it's a really special way to get an Imperial just for the stone alone, because if you know this stone, you know they don't go for $9.99 in a 1 carat size. This is where you're getting over a carat plus the diamonds plus the gold, all for $9.99. And in your size, might I also recommend it for middle and index fingers, because of the deeper V. It's still going to be, it's not what, it's a wider ring. You see through the back, it's actually going to be more narrow, but it actually, because of the deeper V that it has, and that's also a good way to see it, so you can see that two-tone element, but it is going to extend down the hand a bit. So if you want to wear that on one of your longer fingers, it certainly is a great idea for that, yet sits low profile enough to where you can feel comfortable wearing that on the outside of the hand. So $9.99 on that one if you'd like it. We'll give it 30 seconds, then we got to move. Also, in the big museum meltdowns, we've got a huge Tahitian pearl, one that formerly was $8,999, and that is because it's platinum and it's a 14.5 millimeter Tahitian. We've got that coming down. I've got a brand new blue-green Paraiba that honestly is a color we haven't seen at all. We've been seeing a lot of Paraibas of late, from the true greens all the way to the blue greens as well. But what we have tonight is something you have not seen before. It's very exciting. And a brooch in the heart shape that has also got a new mark down. And then cat's eye chrysoberyl is here. So it's a lot to get to. I know there were a few of you that missed out on the other day on a cat's eye chrysoberyl that was one of those bright neons. So we have that as well. But call me on that Imperial for $9.99. That's such a great value. Now, this next piece is really something that it has to be shown this early in the show, because otherwise I'm just going to upset people more than I'm going to make someone happy. Look at this stone. This is copper-bearing Paraiba tourmaline. It is the most magnificent richness of blues and greens together, and it is fabulous in this pear shape, and it's going to be 1125756. Come on in on the early side, set in a wider band, but still there's something bold yet delicate. And as much of an oxymoron as that is, I think it is appropriate to dub it that way, because you have this bolder, wider ring, but it's still got the negative space we're seeing all over jewelry right now that's very elite. Plus you're getting this fabulous way that it's set, where it's set in the center, but then if you look, there's actually a design element in the way the diamonds are set. Heart-shaped designs and motifs going on throughout where your diamonds are set, bordered in a texture of gold that makes it almost feel Etruscan in its design with that texture that you have. Take a look at it. I think you're going to love the way this looks on the hand. Of course, it really is all about that center stone being as bright and saturated as it is. Remember, there are some times that we go, it's Congolese, we don't know if it's got copper. There are other occasions when you see the word Paraiba up there, you know it actually is copper bearing, and manganese too, but that's really one of those that's so rich it's almost like a evergreen blue green. That's what I would qualify it more as. 65 points on the center, 38 points in the diamonds on the sides here, which is going to be continuing right down to that halfway point, and then you see the almost scroll work of those heart shapes, that beautiful almost laciness that it creates when it's on the hand, which you'll see now, and yet a wider band that's got some presence but still very, very comfortable to wear. And we're going to blow it out right now. The very first caller on this one is not going to last, we know that, and you can change the gold color if you'd like to, so it can be in white gold, it can be in rose gold as well, but definitely one of our bigger values in Paraiba, especially with that color and that clarity, and yes, the ultimate neon, which means that ability to glow even under lower light. And so this stone just gets more magnificent as you see it in more typical light environments beyond where we're at right here, and yet we're not even asking for this whole $49.99 thing we got going on. That's where it's been before. We're ready to make sure everything goes. And again, we still have our Imperial topaz in that designer style. So I want you to consider that Imperial topaz before it's gone, just because we move on tonight. Listen, with the delay we have in the broadcast and with a lot of our viewership just missing all week long, this is going to be where we have to really put a lot in front of your eyes tonight. So just because we move on does not mean it's necessarily gone. I'll always try to keep you up to date on that. It doesn't mean it's gone. So I would recommend still calling in when you see something you love, because you never know, it might still be here, and we hope it is. So give us a call, just because again, we got to move through a lot of great jewelry very quickly tonight, and we will. And this one's going to be, you know what, skip it, $19.99 instead on that really cool $5,000 piece, and now it's under $2,000 to get it for you. So beautiful blues and greens, again, really rich, and yes, exotic. That could be $60,000 or $70,000 a carat, and now it's only $19.99. finished and set into great jewelry with diamonds and gold. So that's the way I would recommend shopping on a Thursday. And then of course, let us know what your requests are. We always adore a good request. So definitely let us know. And I know that Lavanya was asking for some Tanzanite studs. I do have some coming up in just a little bit. We'll do those right in about 15 minutes. We've got some very limited Blue Wing Block D studs. They're better than studs though. They're actually going to give you the diamond halo. So if anybody needs a Blue Wing Block D and an earring, we definitely have them. And they're coming up in only 15 minutes. Now I have to show you this. Speaking of rare and exotic tourmalines, we're going to show you this pendant. This is the one I was mentioning where sometimes we'll see what's called a bicolor tourmaline, where you get two colors, and usually they would be the pink and the green. Let me show you what this has, and let's see if we can all count together how many colors do you see in that stone, because I've never seen, and I'm hoping it'll just sit up for me just so you can really see what this is all about. And yes, there's a bale in diamonds. We're going to zoom back, but have you ever seen anything like this? Because I have not. And you know, just when you guys have thought I've seen it all, I know sometimes I come to work going, I've seen it all. What's new, what's fresh, what's different, what's bold? What are we going to share that is truly exotic tonight? Well, this is it. 100%. This is it. This is not a bicolor. I would not even call it a tricolor if I'm really wanting to be accurate for you. There are multiple colors, and it is, think of like ombre rainbow, all within a certain distinctive level of color, from starting at the very, very point of this pear shape, which is a kabuki cut pear shape because it's super elongated. Kabuki simply means it's going to be at least double the length as it is wide. That's certainly the case here. You've got this really elongated pear shape. You can see it here. It's got that pink to start, which is almost like a raspberry pink. It's a moody pink, right? It's not that like juvenile, really super bright, garish kind of girly pink. It's got this really stunning kind of like raspberry tone into purples. I mean, you could not, or at least I could not. We have some artists probably out there, but I'm not that artsy, and I got to tell you, I would never be able to paint that as beautifully as this stone is made by Mother Nature, from the ombre, from the pinks to the purples. Do you see this? To the true blues, to the greens, and then to a deeper green. I mean, this is just outstanding. And I was fully expecting to see a price tag that was in the 5 digits, at least like easily $25,000 I would expect to see on 112-5276. I'm going to tell you right now, I was surprised, and pleasantly so. Surprised at how affordable. I'm going to make this for one caller here, and this is only, yeah, we're only talking about the tip of the tourmaline now. And that is because the colors are one thing, but it's also the way it is clean and the way it is faceted, so that when you see this in action, like for example, when it's on the neckline because it is a pendant, you're going to notice these beautiful flashes of color and light that run all the way through this stone. It's a 7-carat 10. It is all these, we're calling it bicolor. That would be so incorrect and so improper. I've never seen anything like it. Obviously, you see at least, if you were just literally just going basic, you're seeing at least 4 colors here. But again, the transition from one color to another, really this ombre effect, I mean, it really is so outstanding. And if you're thinking, well, maybe you're just going to see those colors because we're up close and personal. Oh, absolutely not. These are the colors you still see playing when it's sitting on the neckline, even from a distance away. I was marveling at this earlier. 710 plus the diamonds are going to go all the way around it, and including in the bale. Got to have the faith in this. When we are talking about discounts, like I've been telling you, we have to discount everything. All these one-of-a-kinds have to go, including the museum pieces, which we have right here, set in the white gold. You can even change that if you want to. I would not. I just think that the white diamonds that are all the way around it are stunning in the white gold, so I would just recommend leaving it like so. But that is up to you. And look at what's done, and even that, there's even a decorative nature to the bale. And watch what we're going to do to make this so completely affordable. I'm going to show you, oh, by the way, it's a deeper bale too, so it's going to fit your diamonds by the yard and those styles that you might have. Take a look at this though. I mean, what in the world is happening? This is one of the coolest stones I have ever seen. You talk about a work of art, but from Mother Nature, and yes, just that amazing, look, that's what I was talking about. There's just that laser light effect that's happening all the way through the beautiful cutting of the 710, and from top to bottom, the length of the piece is going to be a full, look at that, it's over 2 inches. It's actually 2 1/8 inches tall. So this is where, just come on in. Do not think it's going to be $25,000. I know I did, and I'm trying to tell you that we're going to surprise you in the best way tonight with all these big values there. You can see it from a distance away there and really get an idea of what that is all about. And yes, it's a lengthier piece, so you may want to consider wearing it on a little higher chain if you want to, and then have that piece draped down. It's really up to you, but it is going to go because it's nowhere near $10,000. It's nowhere near $99.99. I am thrilled that this is here tonight. I cannot say enough about this tourmaline, having done this for 22 years nearly every day, and I've just never seen anything quite like this. So this is the one to own, and it's more than just the pinks and the greens of a bicolor and a watermelon tourmaline, because you see those amazing rainbow effects, and yet clean as can be for a tourmaline of that size, and we're not even asking for 99 or 89 or 79. And this is where nobody's on the phone lines yet. Trust me, the way this is priced, it will go. It has no choice but to go, because we have too many collectors that are looking for something different, something exotic, something they don't already have, something that's unique, something that belongs in a museum or fit for a queen. And yet, if you weren't lucky enough to be born into that lineage, well, we help you with that, because you can still have the jewelry that would be actually part of that. So that's really what's exciting. And it's not 79, 69, 59, 49. That's where it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute, we've gone too low. We've gone too low, admittedly. But we are ready to send it out, and we need some callers right now, or just one on this one, because we need to make sure everything goes. And this is not going to be $49 or $39.99. So now we're talking about something that's a little off here with that 710. If it was regular tourmaline with one basic color and no fancy cut, you'd be seeing a price tag much higher than that. And instead, this one with all that diamond weight going around it and perfect pave, that little decorative nature of almost like an elongated trillion cut point of the bail that matches the point of the stone up top, and yet it's not even $39.99. Come on in. Tourmaline lovers, this is the most outstanding one we have, and that's saying something considering I have 4-carat Paraiba sitting here. I have really, really rare, bigger bicolors that are 24 and 25 carats that have just 2 colors. This is so much more, and that delicate balance of the way this is, and I'm just going to show you from this angle, because this is really what you need to see here. That's that straight up view. Our camera lens is never directly looking into these stones until I just angle it right towards your eye, like you're seeing there. I just can't get over the pinks into the purples, and the purples into the blues, which is right directly center. It's one thing to see a green tourmaline, it's another thing to see a pink, but to see all those different colors transition from one to the other is really incredible. And it's not even $39.99. We'll blow it out for $2,999 instead. And that will be one that goes very quickly. I mean, just nowhere in the world. You have to really rely on folks that have major collections that they want to share with you. And that's exactly how TVON was founded, was the idea of let's take these exotic stones that have been collected through the span of generations and let's really make them available to one and all. Not just the multi-billionaires out there that collect gemstones, not just royal families, not just folks in the trade, not just the people that can go to the auction houses and hold up their paddle and bid a couple $1 million. We're talking about to one and all. And that's what that affordability level brings. So $29.99 if you like that one. We got to move on. We've got a lot to show you. I am not going to wait for pieces to go, because if we do, we only get to show you about half the jewelry that I want to. So it's going to be a rapid pace. We're going to keep it moving. $29.99 if you'd like it. Do not wait. That one is going to go, as will everything in this show, right? That's what we know about Thursdays. So it's all one of those busy, busy nights where we're ready to get you a great value on everything, cranking up those values here, making them even bigger savings tonight, thanks to our lack of viewership we have today, and there's still no cable. So here's what we're going to do for you. We've got a really beautiful ring here that's designer with a very large diamond in a champagne diamond to start. That's going to be item number 1124770. And so far, I did this last night. I did some shopping last night. Some of my favorite pieces remained available. I'm excited to say that I've got a list running already tonight. So that's unusual. I'm not usually shopping shows, but this kind of selection that we've had this couple of last few days has been really, truly incredible. So here's another one, a 48-point champagne diamond to start. This is a decorative designer ring. You can tell this is artistic and one of a kind and designer in nature, you know that, but it's going to be 4770, and it starts with all 18 karat gold. That's where we begin. 18 karat gold with the 48-point light half carat that is going to be right there in that bezel set at the top of this, almost like a semi-chevron, right? Gives a little bit of a chevron feel to it. 27 points in the rubies. They would be the baguettes that you see tapered on the side in one channel. And then the other side has got all these baguette white diamonds. And that's another 45 points. points. So a full-on carat 20 here that you're looking at overall in gem weight, but we have to break it down because you have all these individual stunning stones. Now, it looks great on too, and because everything's going to be sleek. Everything is set down in. Think about it, all those diamonds, all those rubies, and then that big diamond, not a prong there. So it's all going to be either that bezel setting or that channel setting. And how remarkable is it? Think from a jeweler's perspective or a setter's perspective for a moment, and think about what it takes to gather all those proper diamonds and the proper rubies to make sure that they can all align like that. Think about how difficult that is. That's not easy to do. And every single one of those diamonds is a unique shape, and it's all been custom made for this very ring. And that's a big difference maker. So that's where, again, you can easily spend tens of thousands of dollars on pieces like this because of that setting style, because there's something unique and different. If this were easy to do, if this were basic and something you could stamp out and just mass produce, you'd see it everywhere. But because it's not, that's why it's more limited. And now we're thrilled to bring it to you here at a better value than even, well, it's not gonna be $49.99 anymore. Got a huge markdown on this one, and it's a designer piece, so it does stay in the yellow gold. We'll make sure that we size it for whatever size you need, for wherever you choose to wear it. On the hand, here's what it looks like on. What a great, powerful stone to see rubies and diamonds. And that, again, is one way to wear it. We'll switch it around so you can see the other way also, because you may prefer to have, that's how I like to wear it. I don't know, that feels like right side up to me with that bigger diamond and the champagne color up here, and then that sweep and wraparound design of your baguettes down below. Here's what we've got for you. One only, it's no longer $2,000, and already we're looking at a very serious champagne diamond that alone could be more. And instead, the entire ring with all those rubies and diamonds as extras and all the 18 karat gold you see, and yes, different designer and beautiful. And that's why, again, we know as jewelry lovers, how many times do you look at a piece and you may not know who's wearing it or where they bought it or exactly what those carat weights are, but you just know there's an aura about it that makes it expensive. You know that. We as jewelry lovers know that. We know when we're in the presence of a designer high-end piece, this is definitely giving that feel, and yeah, it is every bit designer, but we're not even asking for $2,000 or $19.99. We've got a better value for you, but there is only one, as most everything is tonight. And so that's what I cannot recommend enough, to just get on the phone lines early, because we are already halfway through our first hour. And we've got those big Tanzanite earrings coming up, which normally would be like a 9 o'clock special, but we have to do it early tonight because we only have a couple left. And it's something that's been on the air before. We only have a few short pieces left, a couple of pairs left for great ideas for gifting. It's also going to be really affordable. It's going to be our most affordable way to get Blue Wing Block D in the entire inventory. So that's all happening in 4 minutes. So make sure you stay with me for that. But right now, this one's got to go. So instead of $19.18 or $17.99, we'll take it even lower and make this only, you know what, skip over $16.99 as well. We'll blow it out for $1,599 instead and get that famous piece out of here as well. But that is a really unique, great mounting, and a lot of 18 karat gold in that one too. And you can tell 18 karat gold is something you notice. Now, by the way, who missed out yesterday? Just about 24 hours ago, we had a really special Congolese that was a stunning, remember it was pink and orange and golden colors all together. I know we had a lot of people miss out on one that sold very quickly. I do have this one, which has got almost that pinky rubelite feel with a little golden undertone. That's also some of the Congolese material we love. All right, next up, we're gonna keep on moving, gotta go. So $15.99 if you'd like that one. Don't forget, we've got a few pieces available, like our Paraiba that we had for $19.99. We had that gorgeous pendant for $29.99, and the Imperial, that elongated pear shape, for only $999. So some great options for you. Here's the cat's eye. We had a trio the other day, huge blowouts on cat's eye chrysoberyls. Everybody seemed to want the bright lemon lime color of that neon green. So let me see, I'm gonna make sure I've got that one all polished up. Nope, there's still something stuck in the prong. There we go, I think I got it. So there it is. That is just interesting because it's got this almost glow to it, where it's a round to start. This is our cat's eye chrysoberyl, so it is a phenomenal stone. It's 1125795, and it's a beauty when you look at the color, because we saw a whole array the other day all at once, where they ranged from everything from the bright highlighter neons like you see here, all the way to a pure green into more of a olive tone of green. This is definitely that neon material we love. It's a 96 point round. It has 56 points in diamonds. That's that pave material that's kind of, if you will, hidden hearts on the sides there that point outward. So kind of a unique look there, and just maybe a little extra symbolism that, don't worry, it doesn't always mean that you have to have the love represented by a big old heart shape. We've got that for you in a brooch tonight, but if you want to have a more subtle nod to that symbolism and that motif of love, this is a great way to do it with one on each side. So representative of 2 hearts all brought as one, right? So kind of a nice little symbolism there. But let's take a look. It's now a 96 pointer, and we're going to take down the price tag from $29.99 when you've got a great option here to white, yellow, or rose gold it if you want to. And you can see it's in two-tone now. It's actually got the white gold set where all those diamonds are set. So a white rhodium plating underneath the diamond setting, and then the yellow gold for the band and the sides and the back of the ring. And here's what it looks like from a distance away, so you can really see that glow of that chatoyancy. That's the phenomenal aspect right there. We're going to blow it out for only $888. First caller, that's it. It's just a really superb way to get a phenomenal gem that also, reminder, the chrysoberyl family is a pretty elite one no matter what. We always love a stone with a phenomena, but when you get chrysoberyl that actually has color change, it's the alexandrite we know and love. When you get traditional chrysoberyl, there's a faceted grade material that's more similar in color without a chatoyancy, and that's not going to be a phenomenal stone, but it's still really rare. So you get all of those fabulous ideas all in one here, and then we're going to move right along because we got those Tanzanites on deck here. So really excited about those Tanzanite earrings we wanted to get to on the early side because they were requested, otherwise they would not have been here. We were hoping to have saved these last quantities here for big time collector out there, but I'll tell you what, we're going to release them by request here tonight, and it's 1119896. Listen, we haven't saved a single blue wing block D since we debuted them about 6 years ago, so now is not the time to start. And this is what you call a great way to celebrate the bottom of the first hour, and that is the color. Everybody who knows Tanzanite, who has ever been exposed or privy to this incredible exotic exclusive that is known as Blue Wing Block D, the specific vein of that D block, which has been years since that was mined. This is the earring we have and love that is also, hear me out, I said it before, but I need you to understand, in the Blue Wing Block D collection that we do that is vast, that obviously has been vast. Let me rephrase that. It's mostly gone. We've sold out of just about every single blue wing we've ever had and ever brought in jewelry. This is also, though, if you look at the totality of what we have had, this is by far the most affordable blue wing block D opportunity we have had. So this would be a great way to try something in the blue wing block D category if maybe the $5,000 rings and the $10,000 rings we've been showing you of late, because that's all that's left pretty much, is the museum reserve larger stones. I've had 30 and 40 carat stones of late. Those are pretty much what's left. And they're here because they tend to carry with them a very big price tag. What we're showing you here tonight is a very affordable way to get the blue wing block Ds and get something that I think a lot of us need, which is a match pair to go with the rings, because primarily what I've sold you in blue wing block D has been rings. I think it's 96% of what I've sold ever in all the 9,000 pieces have been rings. And that means if you love your ring and you enjoy that blue wing, or you're giving it or gifting it to somebody who maybe doesn't have access to TVON, or maybe you like to keep TVON your little shopping secret, that's okay too. But the beauty of it is that this is an affordable way to gift material that is so high-end and not available anywhere else because of the affordability level we're bringing, and that's really what makes it exciting. So come on in, 18 points in diamonds. We didn't leave them as just studs. We are giving you 86 points minimum of your blue wing block D ovals, but it doesn't stop there. It's also going to be diamonds around them. So take a look at this. Come on over. White, yellow, rose gold is your choice of, and we're going to make them super affordable. That's my promise, more affordable than anything's been in blue wing block D, and that's pretty exciting, but only a couple pairs left. That's why they're happening in this first hour. That's exactly why, because if I waited till the 9 o'clock hour, which is when I would love to show these off, we'd probably have 300 people dialing in. And 300 people versus 6 pairs, it kind of means that we're going to disappoint a lot of you. I'm trying to avoid that. White, yellow, rose. Let me show you where the post is. Post and butterfly back. I need some collars. Get ready to go. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are taking more than one pair, because you might be gearing up for holiday gift giving, because we are now in late September. So why not, right? Fall's around the corner officially. Look at that. So upper third is where your post is. They're meant to sit in north-south direction like this. That's where I'm going to show you the length of the earring from a distance here at first. Look at that. It's a good size. This is no small earring. And remember, 86 points is the absolute smallest pair I have. That is the smallest carat weight you're going to get. Most of you are getting far more than that. They are usually going to be half carats or more on the individual stones, giving you usually over a carat. Look at that. That's, I mean, you're just talking about outstanding here, right? 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. If you wear them side to side, you can. Just, again, put that post on with the butterfly backing rather you know, taut together, and then you can actually position them how you'd like to. You can wear them at a diagonal. You can wear them north to east, or rather north to east. You can wear them north to south or east to west. I mean, it's really, again, however you like to wear them. I mean, it's just all about the angle. So if you feel like whatever works best for your lobe, or whether it's the shape of your lobe or the length of your lobe, this really gives you the option to really do something incredibly important, and yet they are not going to be $1,000. And that is why we know at $9.99, they're going to go out. We know that. That's a great value for anything in Blue Wing Block D, especially in match pair that you have, but we're taking them so much lower than that. Do we have anybody thinking about them so far? It looks like Jason's got a caller. Remember, you can get more than one if you'd like to. There is no limit, obviously, until we sell out. We have a strict limit in quantity of what we have available. Once that quantity is gone, they are gone. And you know we can't bring them again because we are just about out of our Blue Wing Block Ds entirely in the private collection. Let's go back to the wheel. And we've already got 2 pairs already reserved and spoken for. That's the right idea. So we have 2 callers that have said absolutely yes, please, at $9.99. Can we make them a lot more affordable? Because, you know, I'm tasked with this, you know, we got half of our viewership. We got to make sure we still get pieces out the door. So here's the thing. We are going to have, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you love your studs. Thank you. Just kidding. I'm getting emails with rave reviews about diamond studs. That's wonderful. So again, take it from all of our shoppers who know our great jewelry, because this would be also a great first time piece, right? Kathy, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you love your necklace. I'm so glad you love your studs. She says, thank you for the incredible values. Well, that is what we are here to do. And no matter how rare or how specialty or how exclusive those pieces are, we are still giving and dedicated to bringing the biggest and best values we can. And this is yet another. And if you don't love it at $9.99, well, I'm here for you. And they're not going to be $888 either. This is the value you need to get in on. Get a couple pairs if you want to. They're at this point, they're collector's pieces. Get them for posterity, if nothing else, right? As collection pieces. It just so happens to be a piece that you can wear and enjoy. It's a beautiful pair of earrings that you're going to love forever. You can gift proudly, because there's nowhere else to get Blue Wing Block D. This is the ultimate level of color and saturation and neon and red flash. And it's in solid gold with diamonds as well. So there's nothing that you're missing out on except for the price I should be getting, which is at least $9.99. And now I've already dropped them to $8.88, and we still need a couple more callers. And I realize we got a light audience, as we have had all week long. So we're trying to make up for some lost time here. And you guys that are here are getting the great values of a lifetime. And it's not even $777. So this is your chance to pick them up. Our phone lines are going to be, it's a mad dash. I mean, it's going to be a little crazy when we get to this last low price, because do you realize it's not even $777, and we know we could sell them out at that price. There are only 6 pairs available. That's why we're doing this so early in the first hour. We are ready to get them out the door. All you have to do is call. If you've never shopped here before, this is the time to do it. This is a great way. I mean, I say this selfishly because I'd love to have you back time and time and time again. And I always say our diamonds are a great place to start, but our Tanzanites, when you get something that is nowhere else, and I realize Tanzanite is everywhere. Tanzanite's one of the most popular stones in the world, and it's become a household name in just a relatively short amount of time. Remember, it was only discovered in the late 60s. So it's a generational gem. There's one source, but we happen to have that selection. Think of it like that private reserve that was saved and collected from the miner himself, and then we're the ones that get to bring it to you, and we have a better value than $777 or $699, and already another pair gone. This is not a time to sit back and say, I think I'll skip it. You got to get in. You know, you probably have a ring or a pendant or a bracelet that you're loving in the Blue Wing Block Ds. Well, now time to get the match in an earring. When they're sizable, they're big. We threw in VS diamonds at nearly 1/5 of a carat as well, and you're not even paying $699. Well, again, I think we know that this is probably the best testament so far that maybe we don't have half of our viewers, because normally when I put up an earring like this at $9.99, we have like 300 phone calls in line, in queue, backed up, ready to shop. We have 3 people right now, which is good because there are only 6 to go around, and I wouldn't be surprised if each caller gets 2 pairs and keeps one and gifts one, or whatever the case may be. But this is not even going to be $699 because we want to make sure they go. and we want to make sure you get a value that you can be happy about and proud of and excited about, and this is it. So do not wait. It's not going to be $699 a pair. I want to send them out, give you that great value, convince you to dial in and shop something fabulous tonight, and it's going to be the most affordable way. Honestly, guys, I've never had blue wing block D, not any piece at all, that has ever been this price point. And you're getting two matched up, and you're getting VS diamonds, and you're getting gold, which is through the roof in its value right now. What did I see on TV the other night? I'm flipping through and I'm going, okay, there's a half of a gram of gold being sold as a half a gram of gold. That it's not wearable, it's not jewelry, it's just a half a gram of gold, and it's selling for all this money. And it's like, okay, half a gram? This is solid gold in diamonds and Tanzanite. And you know what I'm gonna do? Special bonus. We don't have all those cable viewers tonight, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to make sure that you have a chance, and that's how I'm getting away with this. I'm going, listen, you give me half the viewers I normally have, we're going to have to do some crazy things. And get ready, because we got 2 hours and 20 minutes more of this, so it's going to be absolutely wild. And if you're missing out on anything, trust me, it's not coming back again. You can call us tomorrow and go, hey, do you have those Tanzanite earrings that I saw? They will not be here, because when they sell out, they're gone. How am I going to get more material? I can't. I cannot get any more. We have the connection, but we got it all from the very beginning, from the jump. So it's not going to be $699 for the pair. You get them for $599 a pair. And that's why you should get more than one if you can. Maybe choose a white and a yellow gold if you want to. Why not? It would be crazy not to get in on this pair unless you already have a pair, which I think then you're probably getting one as a gift or getting one for just collection purposes, almost as bragging rights, as look at, I have this really, really important Tanzanite that is the best out there. This is how you do it. This is how we make miracles happen. And $599 for a pair of blue wing block Ds. Now, Jason, are you getting a pair? Operators, please, I need your help tonight. I need your assistance. Everything else will be simple because I have one of a kinds, but this is where I have 6 pairs. I do need to know how many you're getting, please. I do need to know. I can't oversell them. So let me know, guys, how many? 2 pairs going out. Thank you so much. 1 pair over here. We're down to just 3, and that's it. Jess, are you getting a pair? Did you get a pair? All right, so 1 over there, so we have 2 left, and that's it. So 60 seconds should do it. I think we're going to be on our way here. White, yellow, rose, gold. Still have a chance to get you in. That's why I'm giving you a clock. And then we'll move right along. But man, for $599 to get a pair of earrings like that and to be able to, I think, gift them would be fabulous. Think about giving a blue wing block D Tanzanite. Nobody gets to get that kind of material anywhere, right? That's exciting. So we're here for you. We got $599 only, and then we'll get to a big opal that we've got, as well as that huge Tahitian. New aquamarine is here in a round. Brazilian Paraiba's in a ring. Also here, some gold quartz has made its way. I did bring out the museum level 5 carat plus color change fiend. We saw some big stones earlier this week, but they were under a carat. Tonight I have a 5 carat 17 color change fiend. And you know, this is the, if there was a stone in a ring to match the pendant we had with the tourmaline with all the colors, I think it'd be this one, but that's actually a sapphire. Rare blue into golden into green, bicolor, tricolor sapphire is also here. So it's a pretty special show. And yet nothing is priced like it should be. Nothing. Because that's what you got to do. I'm on, you know, day 3 here of having a little tiny fraction of our audience that we usually have. So it's a time when, trust me, I've been given carte blanche. Do what it takes to move jewelry for those people that are able to watch. And so that's what we're doing. It's a task that I take quite seriously. And so, I mean, it is my livelihood, right? But it's also, again, what we do and what we believe in. And then if you want a necklace, oh my gosh, this is so lengthy. Are these white? But there's no measurement on this necklace. So, and it's looking, I see, okay, very, very nice. So we've got a big curve link necklace that's going to be extremely well priced. You want to talk about going back in time to a different era of gold pricing. We got it in a curve link necklace with a diamond centerpiece. Wait until you see what we've got for you there. That's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay with us for a great piece, and it's going to be very exciting. We might as well get those out the door right around the top of the hour. We've got a curve link necklace. It looks like this. This is that big diamond cluster, but then it's got that necklace that goes all the way around in that wide curve link. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Who got yours? Thank you, Esther. All right. So we're still shopping those Tanzanite studs. And again, I call them studs. They're really not. They're a full-on finished earring. They've got the halo in the diamonds surrounding it, looking fabulous, don't they? And they will match whatever blue wing black Ds you have. I mean, for example, here's my 909 today. There's the 9 carat 09, same color in the ovals. Look at how beautiful. Now that's a great, you could get all set up in a whole suite just in this one show. That's the 909 oval Tanzanite ring we have tonight. And then you can get the fabulous earrings to match along with it. Now, there was a Congolese stone the other day that was, I was a little surprised that it stuck around here because I found out after the show it had sold immediately, and then I found out after the show that no, somebody swapped it out. So I wanted to bring it back because I think there's going to be somebody out there who's saying that's the ring I wanted, and we're going to show it to you here shortly. But again, any last call on this one, if you'd like it, let me know. $5.99 for the Tanzanite earrings, and we still got some great designer rings that we've shown you earlier in the show that are still here, like the cat's eye chrysoberyl and the Imperial topaz and that beautiful diamond, champagne diamond that was, and of course the pendant with the multicolored tourmaline. But now we have to move on. Did you get another pair, Jason? Okay, who's shopping over there? Leland. Leland. Not related to Leland Stanford, I don't think. I would love to know if Leland has in connection to the Stanford University, as in Leland Stanford. But I only know that because my brother went there, so that's what I think of. But that's a great name. Thank you, Leland in Texas. Wonderful. All right, we're going to talk about Brazilian Paraiba because there's a nice markdown on this one. And this ring, you might remember, it's first of all got a lot of gold, and we're going to go 18 karat gold upgrading here. This is, wow. This is just, kind of reminds me of a ring we had yesterday that felt like a heart shape with all this mirror finishing, but in the center, and it's probably creating a little bit of an illusion. Like, wait a minute, what am I looking at? Because it looks like a round stone that then as it moves turns into an elongated stone going east to west. How is that working? This is 18 karat gold, 112-4967. It's this, think of it like a leaf shape. Overall, kind of like a pear shape, but it's concave, which means simply, it's a fancy way to say it dips down like a bowl in your cabinet at home. And yet, inside that bowl of mirror finished 18 karat gold is a cascading line. See how it goes from one top here and then it goes boop, 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 like a little, little Plinko chips there. If anybody knows that reference, that's kind of an oldie, but you know, again, just goes way back. But they're kind of cascading, like they go a little zigzag, but it's a pattern where it almost looks in person as if they're somehow floating in formation, just working their way in this abstract design like an S curve down the center of the ring. And it's a combination of diamonds and Brazilian Paraibas, the original. So for those of you that go, oh, look, 14 points of Paraiba, isn't that cute? Well, they're Brazilian Paraibas, so that is the original source, the original find, the original mine, and that's why they're so special. And keep in mind, they did not come in large crystal sizes. We weren't lucky out of Brazil like we were out of Mozambique. That's why 99% of the Paraibas you see in rings are Mozambique stones. Because if it's gonna be big enough to be a center stone in a ring, it's got to be from the Mozambique source, because Brazil gave us these teeny tiny little crystal sizes that result in smaller faceted stones like you see here. So 14 points in total, still a dandy when you've got 3 of them. That gold presence behind it magnifies them, makes it look like more. It's kind of a cool illusion. And then you've got 15 points in diamonds set in a lot of heavy 18 karat gold. And there is a density to 18 karat. And that's the finishing. Oh, look at that. That is what you call solid. And you see how they've actually kind of staggered that ring so the band can be more interesting when it's on the hand, which you'll see right now. And it's going to be staying in the white gold here of the 18K. I think it's a much better perspective to see it on the hand. Then you can really see the beautiful details and the way it kind of sits here and has that concave. And then you'll see in person the diamonds are actually set up above, and therefore they're going to have that reflective quality behind it. It's really stunning. And yet it's all 18 karat gold. There's only one, and we're going to blow it out right now. So it's just simple and easy and affordable. And you know what? That's what we do, even though it started out as $59.99. So I always like to tell you, because what's a sale price and what's a great value if you have no idea where it started? So I always like to give you a little, for instance, on, you know, it's one thing to just give you a great value. It's another thing to say, hey, it started at $6,000, and you might remember that. And maybe you were thinking about it, kind of mulling it over back when it was $6,000, and now you don't need to because it's even a lot better. So it's probably not one you're gonna have to think long on, which is why I'd say come on in on the phone lines early, because it's not even $59. Half of that price is $3,000. We're going far below that. And it's not $2,000 either. And you got to remember what an upgrade it is to get that 18 karat gold presence like you have. It is sensational, and it's not $29, and it's not even $19.99, and we are taking it awfully low for Brazilian Paraibas, because even when we've had 2 points, they've been more money. 3 points, There are just 3 stones here. They are round brilliants, and there's 14 points in total. So think about that. They're averaging out to be right around 5 points or so, real close. And it's not going to be even $1,500. Only one stays in the white gold, $18K, of course. And we're going to blow it out right here and now. And you got a really big chance to get something special for only $1,500. You know, I was going to go under 15, wasn't I? I got full motivation here. I mean, it's like anything goes, right? I don't think anybody can come at me and say, you went too low on that. Not with what we've been dealing with this week with broadcasting issues. So I'm going with it. And I'm just using that as an excuse, an all-time excuse to give you the greatest values you've ever seen. And trust me, they are special. And we're not doing $15, $14, or $13.99 either. And there are only a couple of pieces left in our entirety. All of our vaults that have anything in Brazilian Paraiba, anything at all. So this is the one you want to capitalize on, and it's $1,299 instead. And that should go very, very quickly. So let me know if you'd like to get that one, $12.99, one only. And then we have the necklace we'll bring out. We've got a Congolese emerald cut. Do you remember this one? Because I know we were all, I know I was disappointed when it sold really quickly, but then again, they swapped it out for a different stone a little bit later. So we have this one coming back from just when it debuted a couple of days ago. So we'll bring that Congolese emerald cut that is super shining and gleaming and glowing, and we'll bring that out for you. Plus there's an Imperial topaz necklace. And it's one of our big, big stones here. Huge, as a matter of fact, in an Imperial. $12.99 on our Brazilian Paraibas. There is something that is, well, more than just pretty or special. There is something historically significant. And I know that we care about a lot of things when it comes to jewelry, rarity just being one of the many things. We really specialize in rare. But obviously, when it gets to this level and you're going to the original find, this is a stone that is obviously completely mined out today. So there have only been 3 sources ever. It wasn't only but a matter of years until all 3 of those sources. Remember, when you go into a source, when you have a new discovery like we did in 1989 with this stone, when there's a new discovery, and then a couple years later, it's found not only in Brazil, but across the way in Mozambique and Nigeria. And you have no way of knowing. You just assume going into it that it's going to be a source that is going to be more or less infinite, like a lot of sources in stones are. A lot of stones we've been getting out of certain mines and sources for hundreds and hundreds of years with no chance of slowing down or mining out. This was a matter of a couple years later, it was completely gone. And yet there's something significant about getting the original source, not just for the fact that, hey, this was the initial discovery, nobody knew what it was at the time. It was a lot of testing that went into figuring out why is it so neon, and yet here it is in a color that is ultimately very different from what we see out of Mozambique and Nigeria, and that is why the Brazilian stones have such a following. So all those reasons are a good justification on getting in, especially when a ring is down to $12.99. So let's take a look at this Oro Preto. We're going to take a look at some Imperial topaz. Speaking of very rare stones, this one is almost gone. And it's that one source, precious topaz, and this one's going to need my assistance here. So I'm going to have to hold this up, so don't mind my tweezers here, but that's the only way it's going to sit up and show you that beautiful color. Still more golden, but not yellow. It's more orangey golden with a little touch of pink. 112-3531 is your item number here. For me, it's the cutting. This is Imperial topaz in a huge size, but look at that. It's a roval. What is a roval? Well, it's basically a round and an oval coming together, where it's not really a traditional oval proportion, but it's not exactly a round. So it's a little bit in between, and that's what you have here with 3531. It's a platinum piece. It's a 371 Imperial topaz with some great clarity. So that's one of our bigger stones we've seen in the Imperial, plus 67 points in the diamonds, top to bottom and all the way around, meaning that veil's even done in diamonds, and all the halo is done in diamonds. If you don't mind, we're going to throw in that bead-like chain, which is a 16-inch chain for you as well, which can come off. And if you want to use, swap it out for one of your DBTYs, go ahead, feel free to do so. So that's an option you have. But in the Imperial and in this rarity, and this one only is not going to be, well, it's not going to be even that $49.99 it used to be. And I've never shown this before. So this is where we're very excited to bring it to you. Let me show it from a distance away just so you can see the size of the piece, because again, we're not talking 1 or 2 carats, which are all impressive sizes to get an Imperial. We're talking about a significant size here. That's what it looks like from a distance. Let me show you the actual length of it here in that pendant. Again, the chain is 16 inches. You do not have to use only that chain, but I love that we're giving you a platinum chain too. Sometimes it's got to be an 18 karat gold chain. This is all together platinum, and it's 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. bottom, and then we'll show it here on the neckline. But it is going to be a great one and a beauty to own here. And if you're already a fan of the Imperial, we did have a pear shape earlier. And just a note here, when we're in this darker light environment like I'm at over here, where I stand, just to give you a visual reference of what it looks like on, it actually shows more pink, doesn't it? Suddenly we're seeing a lot more pink than we did up close. So it's a bit of a chameleon-like stone where it does have, for the record, it has those goldens, it has those pink colors together. It's just different lights tend to produce a little more dominating color here. So what you see as a secondary almost becomes more primary when you see it from a distance away. All right, let's go back to the wheel here and show you what it looks like all close up, and get ready for a better price than $49.99. Nobody's loving that price, and I'm so glad you guys are sticklers for value, because I am too. And it's just our greatest pleasure in what we do here. It's why we exist. It's to bring you great values, and it's not going to be $39 or $29 or even $19.99, and yeah, it's platinum still. And you get this beaded chain. It does have diamond cutting, so you'll notice that the chain has that little flicker that looks as if almost it's a diamond-like chain first before anything else, when it is a almost carved platinum. But we're doing better than even $19.99 for you, so come on in. One only. Like I said, we're taking it below $2,000 to make sure that that is really simple and easy, and sending it out right now for $1,777 only, when you are getting a massive, nearly 4-carat Imperial topaz, and we only have 18 of them. No, we have one, obviously. So that's it. Obviously, no other stone that cut or color. It's very rare. So we're so excited to bring that to you at $1,777, and only one caller gets it, and you're getting the platinum piece too. So nice to upgrade to the platinum. And then we'll get into some opal and trapeche. There's a new trapeche markdown. Gosh, who was it? Wasn't it Marcy the other day at one of this ring? It got a new markdown. So we've got a great trapeche. We've got a really special couple of sapphires. That 9-carat Tanzanite we flashed earlier coming up. But we only have 2 hours left, so we got to keep on moving. And let me show you our large Tahitian pearl. So I usually feel like with a stone like this, we almost wish that we had sound effects. And if we did, almost the sound effect I would require would be something of the sort of trumpets, like trumpets when royalty is entering the room. There's usually some pomp and circumstance to that. I feel like this is one of those really elegant, elite, elevated stones that I think we can have a little lesson here on what Tahitian pearls are all about, because usually even here, when we see Tahitian pearls, they are generally a silvery gray type of color. When you see this stone is, I don't know how it's looking on your TV because all of our monitors are different, but I know that on my monitor, it's a good judge. Because the thing is, my monitor is about 30 years old. So if it looks really true to life on my monitor, then it's probably looking good, because yours probably is a little more modern than mine is. And so hopefully this is really showing you in person, at home, exactly what this pearl is doing. What I mean, it's not just one flat color. It's got, how we judge pearls are multifaceted. Just like we have the 4 C's with diamonds, we have a lot of different aspects we look at when we judge the quality of a pearl and the value of a pearl. And a big part of that is the color of that pearl, the size of that pearl, the shape of that pearl. It's kind of running in line with the diamonds, but instead of a clarity, they are an opaque organic gem. So instead of talking about clarity, we talk about the surface. How smooth is it? Is it going to be rough and bumpy and have all these little edges and these little, notches and these little different divots, or is it going to be smooth? This has everything covered. In our highest end Tahitian pearl that is here, which is why we set it in a gigantic platinum mounting. I mean, it really has to be a gigantic mounting because there's a large pearl to house, but it's 1123621, and it's going to be our one and only, again, got a lot of one onlys tonight to get you through. And this is our platinum, 14.5 millimeter diameter. That's how we judge a pearl. Then you see color. Well, does it have any color? Because with pearls, it's sometimes one flat color, like a charcoal gray. This is where it's green and it's purple. It's what we call the aubergine colors, where it's got, that. Even a luster so fine that it looks almost as a mirror, where I'm seeing a reflection of that ruffle of platinum in the stone, like a looking glass. How is that happening with a pearl? When we don't polish it, we don't sit there and take tools or machinery and polish it. This is all thanks to the mollusk doing what it's done to give you this amazing smooth nacre, this big size. It is a round shape, otherwise known as, like we talk about, oblong or baroque, or where they have more of a potato shape to them. That's not ideal. And so here it is, round, platinum, 14.5 millimeters plus the 41 points in diamonds. We even upgraded you on the diamonds. There are some specialty cuts in diamonds up here. Up top, you see there's some really beautiful marquise cuts in the round, and then followed by some more rounds that are pave into this platinum ruffle setting. It's like a ruffle floral, and it just could not be more feminine in my mind. And yet there's something of a mystique and a beautiful, I think there's something sophisticated about the black pearls. I think that white pearls are very conservative and very feminine, and what we think of certainly as the most classic of the pearl colors, yes, and the most common, by the way, the most affordable. White pearls are kind of the basic. It's kind of like diamonds, where we look at white diamonds and they can be very high value, but they're still basic to get white diamonds. We expect white diamonds, and as you get into exotic colors like pinks and greens and yellows, you get far more rare. It's the same kind of thing with pearls, except these are organic, which what does that mean? Living organisms created these pearls. It means there's a lot of outside environmental factors that they have to deal with, and that really result in usually something going awry. And yet this is just about as perfect as it gets in a pearl. And yet the colors there, you see that amazing luster it has. We've only got this one. It's got a new markdown price from $79.99. That's because we know a lot of you aren't paying $8,000 for a ring today. I get that. So we're going to make sure it is super affordable right here and now. And we still have some Tanzanite earrings if you want them. So just a little heads up for those of you asking about those. But here we are at the top of the hour and ready to give you the huge value you've been looking for on a very important pearl that, honestly, guys, everything I brought you tonight is under our own cost. And we're the factory, so we know. That's not just a line, guys. This is where you're getting under cost on everything. And again, as we reach this top of the hour and we welcome you in, this is where you want to be on the phone lines for these one-of-a-kinds, because they are not sticking around. That is the fact. And we only get busier on these Thursday nights as we get into hour number 2 and hour number 3, which we're about to enter into now. This is where things get really rocking. And we don't want you missing out on values like this when you've got one-of-a-kind, really, really rare, superstar spectaculars. And if you think that price is a lot, please don't go to a retail store. It'll scare you. It'll really scare you. It'll frighten you when you know those pearl retailers that's where they specialize in. And what they get for a pearl this size, $40,000, $50,000 for a 14.5 millimeter Tahitian, when we're bringing you an upgrade like platinum, when we're bringing you those specialty diamonds, and we have nobody on the phone lines, I'm gonna need your calls because it's not gonna be 79, 69, or 59. And welcome on into Thursday night. We are live. And it's not 59, 49, 39, 29. That's the thing with platinum. There's a huge amount of platinum, and it's only a size 5.5 right now. So chances are, if you're going to a bigger size, and look at the inside. Now that even looks specialty. The way this is made, look at the inside and the way that's elevated up off the hand. And then, of course, you've got your pearl where that's that really beautiful. You see that round shape, but it sets into this ruffle design ever so slightly. So you've got that beautiful fit. I mean, this really, I'm admiring it. It is so stunning. Look at this. And chances are, if you are somebody who wears a bigger than ring size 5, 5.5, we're going to be adding more and more platinum to it. And then you're going to have an even heavier, more important ring. So there's a lot to consider here with this one. At a $29.99 value, should be sending it out. We're not doing that. It's time to make sure it goes. And don't miss out on those diamonds. There they are. I just want you to get a good angle at those diamonds. It tends to just balance on that ruffle there, but I really want you to see those incredible diamonds that you have. The 3 bigger stones there, that's the best angle to see them. So you can see the 2 marquise, the 1 big round brilliant. Welcome into the show. Okay, so we got to send it out. We got to. It's the best pearl I have. In our Tahitians, we have some golden pearls sometimes, some pink pearls seldom, but this is the big Tahitian pearl. The largest one I ever had, for the record, was 16 millimeters, ever. That was my largest ever, 22 years. Of bringing you jewelry. The largest pearl I've ever had in a Tahitian was 16 millimeters. This is not a far cry from that. 1.5 millimeters is a pretty small increment and measurement. So there's not a big difference between a 14.5 and a 16 millimeter. I would say that if the two were actually side by side, you wouldn't even visually be able to tell a difference between the two, because that's what minute measurement that is in the difference. And we're gonna make it better than even $2,500. And yet this is platinum, and I know we're used to at this point seeing a lot of platinum, but never ever forget how valuable platinum is as a metal and what a huge upgrade that is to get. And it's not 25, and it's not 24, and it's not 23. We got to send it out. I have got full carte blanche to discount everything until it goes. That's the idea. Got to make sure pieces go. So instead of $2,299, we're going to take it even lower. and somebody going to score the deal of a lifetime on an organic gem that is one for the ages. This is not, look at that color. It is not just simply a silvery gray. It's not just even a simple black pearl. It's so much more than that. It's got the greens and the blues and these purples and pinks. It's amazing. It's not 22, 21, $2,000. Forget about it all. Let's make it $19.99. One caller, and what a way to welcome you into the top of the hour here. We're going to get into that Congolese tourmaline as well, because again, mark that down for you. Since that one came back, we know a lot of you wanted to see it. Plus that diamond and gold necklace, the curve link style, is also here. I have almost the identical necklace that I designed for myself a few months back. And this is going to be a much better value getting it through us here, because you could never buy this much gold. So if you like a curve link substantial necklace, get ready for that one. That's going to be coming up. And then let's get to our Congolese. 112-5761 is next. And please let us know what requests you have. Again, apologies to all of our viewers who are struggling to find us on TV these days, because this whole week we have not been, we've been without a lot of our viewers. And so on Monday we had none of our viewers on TV, and then on Wednesday and Thursday today, we still don't have our full complement of viewers. So welcome in. If you're watching online, thank you for making the effort to see the show. If you're watching on TV, consider yourself the lucky ones, because we don't have all of our viewers this week. So we're awfully excited to have you here, and that's why you're going to see a little bit more unusual values and better because of that reasoning. Because we're still getting charged for that airtime. We still got to let a lot of jewelry go. So this is where I've got the opportunity to take prices down even further for you, like on our 263 emerald cut, and then 6 points in diamonds. So if you're wondering, wait, I saw this the other day and it sold. You're right, it did. And then I found out at 10:30 that night, a half hour after we go off the air, that somebody swapped it out for something else. So it was still available. And I thought, well, let's bring it back, because I know there were a lot of you that missed out on it. It's in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. It is a huge 263 Congolese. The diamonds are more simple on the side. They're set within a bookend. There's a couple of diamonds, 3 on each side, pave, and tucked into these 2 borders and bookends of gold. And then you have the white, yellow, rose choice. This one's the white gold right now. And we're going to blow it out, because why not? It's the top of the hour, and this is what we're here to do. And if you want one of the rarer blue green stones, the beautiful material that we love, the Congolese, and by the way, welcome in. If you're just tuning in, glad you're with us. So happy you're here tonight. Again, it's just a few of us tonight, so it's a very cool VIP limited experience that we have for you tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 2 hours left. Please get requests in. If there's anything at all we can bring out from a vault for you, please let me know what that is so we can bring it out and discount it. This is like, consider it your little VIP experience. It's just us. So we have a really teeny audience, so we get to really do some specialty things and really hopefully cater to you and exactly what you want and what you need. So let's take a look at this one. And it's not even going to be, well, I'm going to take this. What did it sell for? $39.99? Let's make it even better. And this tends to be, for those of you that like a Paraiba in a big size but can't afford a Paraiba in a big size, listen, I'm right there with you. If I have a 263 Paraiba, and I do somewhere in this vault, I've got a 263 Paraiba. The problem is it's $45,000. And I don't know about you, but that's a little out of my budget right now. So here's what we're going to do on a $39.99 ring that gives you the look of the elegance of an emerald cut, which I'll admit my 263 Paraiba is not an emerald cut. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Very elegant, very stately, as I think emerald cuts usually are. No matter what the color or no matter what the stone is, I think an emerald cut is a really crisp, elegant look, showing off the clarity of a tourmaline that, let's face it, doesn't usually have clarity. Let's take another look at it here. And then bookended with those beautiful mirror finish bars. I know it's really reflective here, but it is a mirror finish of the gold on the sides that is stacked. And then diamonds goes gold, diamonds, and more gold. And we're going to take it even lower than $39.99. And I get this opportunity to just say, let's drop the price down, little top of the hour special for you, just to hopefully convince you that this is the night, if you just tuned in, this is the night to put everything else aside for the next 2 hours and just watch what's going on here. Because whatever's happening with these values, they're carrying forward through this entire show. And I'm going to show you right now what we can do here instead of even $19.99. Which is even better than where it sold just a couple of days ago. And again, never left our building, didn't get sized or anything. It was just one of those that by the end of the night, I never heard about it, but it was traded out for something else. I think they went with a bigger stone. So instead of paying $19.99, you don't have to do that. You're not paying $19, you're not paying $18, you're not paying even $1,700. This is one of the more popular stones we're bringing these days. It's a thrill to bring you in an emerald cut, which is obviously more rare, and then come on over, and it's white, yellow, rose gold. Let's blow it out right now. $1,500. You know what? Skip it. Skip 15. What I tell you, everything's got to go tonight, right? We're all cool with that? Operator's already taken a lot of hand orders. You know what that means? It means the cost that I'm giving you is below our actual cost in the system, so they can't just input it in a computer anymore. They got to write hand orders just to place these orders for you. Because otherwise the computer won't take it. It's like a safeguard, right? If you input a price that's below the cost, the system rejects it and says, nope, wrong, can't happen. It's there to kind of protect us, right, from selling things under cost. Well, I got a way around that. It's a little extra work for our operators, but they're here for you, and they're here for us, and they'll help you out, and they'll take a little hand order, and that way we can kind of get around the computer system and do whatever we want. And that's what tonight is all about. This isn't 15. I don't know why there's nobody on the phone lines, but you know what I'm going to do? We're going to give it 60 seconds at a newly reduced price that you might figure might just drop another $100 or so, and then you get to go out to dinner on me. But instead, we're going even lower than that. And here's what I'll do. It's not $1,599. It's not $1,499. I want somebody to have this, and badly. So there's still a few items left from hour number 1. We can't leave anything left going forward. This is that value. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and only the most popular stone we have here in the last several months is the Congolese material. So it's not one I would wait on if I were you, and we're going to take it even lower. Okay, can we try this? 60 seconds is at the ready. I am not going to ask for $14.99. I just want to see who's out there tonight. I know we're dealing with a limited audience, but I'm going to wow you all night long. Let's make it $999. And I'll give it 60 seconds at that price. And if it lasts, it lasts, and we'll melt it on down. But if it doesn't, we're going to have somebody who's happy, happy, happy to get a Congolese stone of that size, nearly 3 carats in size, with the diamond accents on the side. It's about the luxury of matching the stone, taking that rare cut, following the lines of the cut quite literally by having those bookends of gold and those diamonds. So it's very streamlined. It's very straightforward. It's very elegant, and it's $999. I'm giving it away because I want somebody to have it desperately. We have too much jewelry from hour number 1. I'm hoping we're welcoming more shoppers in this hour number 2, and we are now giving away a Congolese tourmaline, and no, I do not. I already had the most affordable blue wing block D I've ever had on the air. That was in hour number 1. Now we're bringing the most affordable Congolese stone that is here, and it's $999 in white, yellow, or rose gold. That is your choice, and we're still going to get your size and get it to your doorstep for free. So if you think there's going to be a lot of hidden extra added fees, because everything today, that's a lot of extra hidden fees, right? Why can't we just pay what the price says, right? I mean, it's like anything right now. It's like everything, and then you got to add. You go anywhere, and they're adding, tips and extras and gratuities and premiums. And it's like, can't we just pay the price we see? Here it is on the hand again for you. It is a not solitaire, but it feels just, again, like that really simple, straightforward elegance. And you see actually what it does. That's kind of the beauty of an emerald cut right there. When it's clean and you get that cutting and it couples together, you see what's happening right there. And for those of you that say to me all the time, Lolo, I know you like a lot of diamonds, but I don't need that for every day. Maybe you're not dressing up every day. I gotta, every day I wear a cocktail dress. Every single day of my life, I gotta wear a cocktail dress, right? So I realize that, we're not always leading those, really elevated lives, and we still want great fine jewelry, but we don't need to have everything to have 2 carats in diamonds. This is very simple and straightforward. It kind of lets the stone speak for the ring. It lets the stone be the center of attention. It doesn't give you something that's gonna be oversized in diamonds or too ostentatious that takes it outside the realm of everyday wear. So if you want to wear that more casually, you can, and if you want to wear it more dressy, you can. It's still got that beautiful elegance, and let's face it, it does look like a Paraiba. And again, the option I have in Paraiba that is a 2 carat and a half stone is $45,000. So your only other option would be to go that route and spend $45,000 and get a stone that, would just be one that I would feel, I don't know about you, but I feel uncomfortable sometimes wearing pieces that are worth that much on a daily basis. Sometimes I feel like it's better to just leave that at home and not stress about it, because that's the kind of level of jewelry and collectability we're talking about with a stone like this. So last call on this one. Let's take a look at it one more time. Jason, were you thinking about this one? Something else? What can we do? Are we looking for one? Good. We'll see if we have it for you. Great request there. How about a full-on diamond necklace? Boy, I got problems if that's here. Okay, let's move on. Happy Thursday, everybody. How's everyone doing? Anyone do anything special on this September 19th? Huh? You took a test today? What kind of test? Marketing test. Oh, goodness. Are you going to be marketing director for TVON? We could probably use one. That sounds like a plan. You want to, Wayne? All right, you're hired. Boom, you're hired. I don't think I hold that kind of authority, but I'm hiring you right on spot. All right, so we've got, good. We've got a marketing director, at least we figured that out. All right, let's get to our necklace. I don't know if anybody is looking for anything like this, but I know this. Just about every single day, I get a lot of feedback from you guys about what you're looking for and what you wish that we would have more of. And it's a lot of gold. And the reason we don't do a lot of gold is, you know, we specialize, this is a network that was built on a collection of gemstones, truly, like, you know, opening up the museum of gemstone collectabilities and then building pieces around it so you could have collectible gems. That's really our forte. But naturally, if you're a jewelry lover, a lot of us, myself included, like a little, you know, everyday wearable gold. And this is that curb link necklace. I literally just in May of 2024, that was all of a couple months ago when I celebrated a birthday, I put together a necklace for myself that was almost identical to this, the difference being there's an emerald in the middle instead of diamonds. And I know that obviously I'm in the business, so I put it together the best way I knew how and used all the best sources for gold and emerald and diamonds. And I, you know, it was significant. It was a certain carat weight that was significant in the emerald and it was really clean and all that. And I ended up putting a lot of money into that. It was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And the reason for that is because it kind of starts with the gold right now. This wasn't the era to maybe make a gold necklace in a curb link style. But I have good news for you. If you're looking for, and I know that nobody can fight the gold market, you know, even we can't, right? Gold is gold and it's a market value and it's every day fluctuates and it's seeing some record highs of late. We know that and there's no fighting that. However, there is one way to get around it, and that is if you have something that was made in a different era. And this necklace was just that. And I wish I would have known about this necklace back in May, but it was not here. This is item number 1121763, because I could have easily just transposed what are diamonds here in the cluster in the middle with an emerald. But again, having just made something with a very similar weight, mine is not this lengthy though, you are getting up to a 20-inch size. It's got 18 inches, but there's an extender that goes in extra 2. So you've got all that flexibility, and the beauty of an extender is that you can go really anywhere between that 18 and 20. It doesn't have to just be 18, 19, or 20. It can be 18 and a half, 19 and a quarter. It can be 19 and 3/4, right? So you get that really perfect adjustability, so it's gonna sit exactly where you want it to on the neckline for whatever's comfortable for you or for whatever works for that neckline of the day. There's a 23-point diamond cluster in the middle, and this is going to blow your mind because again, I made this almost identical. My curb link, I wear it every single day. I don't wear it on the air because it competes with all the jewelry I try on for you, but I wear it every day of my life, and it's my mainstay. And it's the same gauge curb link, the exact same piece, the same clasp and closure. Mine's just not as long because I wear it really close to the neckline. Mine is 16 inches. So you're getting an extra 4 inches of gold. And you're getting all diamonds straight up. And I know what I paid to have mine made back a couple of months ago, and it was literally about 7 times more than what you're spending right now. So this is where, again, going back to an era when it was made differently. Now, here's what everyone would do. If someone handed me a piece that was made in 1982, I would probably still price that at today's market value based on the gram weight. That's what everybody does. That's not what I'm doing tonight. We're giving you a better value than that on a necklace that you're seeing it from a distance, so you're really automatically getting an idea of how large it is. Is it a basic chain? No, that is not the point. It is a wider curb link that does not graduate, because if it does, it tends to not sit right. It's always going to flip around. So we make sure that it's going to sit properly, and then you just put it on so that you be a little bit wary of how you put it on, so that it's, if you're twisting it and turning it and then clasp it together, it's going to naturally turn. So make sure it's lined up so that that curb link is sitting flat when you put it on, and then it will stay exactly where you want it to without twisting and turning. Hopefully that makes sense. So just be a little bit, take a little extra time when you put it on, and then you're going to be very happy with the way it sits on the neckline. But there are only a few available. It's in gorgeous yellow gold, which is the richness we love. And whenever gold gets really pricey, yellow gold takes over as the super, super popular way to go. And then you've got what looks like a diamond solitaire, as you're probably seeing from a distance. It's a cluster of diamonds, making up that 23 points, yellow gold only. Again, I wear nearly the identical necklace every day of my life, and I made it only a couple months ago. It was thousands and thousands more. This is because I'm not upgrading this to today's gold prices. I'm not. I'm giving you the value from the fact that it was created some time ago, from the fact that it has actually increased in value, of course, and gold will probably continue to do so. But instead, we're going to take you back to that great value that it was back then. So take a look. It's on my hand here, actually, to start. And that way you can see here, because I'm going to get ready to show it on the neckline, because that's probably where you want to see it, right? That's the best way to see it. And then you see this is automatically showing you the extender back here, because you're going to have that lobster claw closure. And then you've got what would be 18 inches if you clasp it here, and then all the way to 20. So that's where you get that flexibility. And it's going to be item number 112-1763. Only a couple available. Yes, Jess? Oh my goodness. So I just asked if there was anything exciting going on this September 19th. And did Susan call in to let us know that it's her birthday today? And she's in Massachusetts? Oh, that's wonderful. Well, when I pop back up, we'll say a big special happy birthday to Susan, who's so kind to join us on her special day. That means a lot too. How nice. Happy birthday, Susan, from all of us at TVON, right over to you. And I hope it's been a great day. And I hope she's treating herself to some great jewelry too, because in my mind, there's no better way to do it. Like I said, I just made myself a necklace like this for my past birthday in May. So this is 23 points in diamonds. That's the cluster. I'm going to show it to you up close as well, and you'll see that. But yellow gold only. Full flexibility as far as the links go. Again, there's that closure, there's that extender. It's that flattened curb link too, which I'm really a fan of, because that's how it's going to sit properly. That's what it looks like. So see how it does look like a solitaire, and then you realize, no, it's got those 7 stones. Maybe that's lucky for you. 7 stones. Again, I put meaning into mine. Mine was a certain carat weight that reflected, you know, a meaningful number, so it was the whole thing. So if 7 is a lucky number, there are 7 individual diamonds making up that cluster. You see the sheen that happens off that curb link as well, and then we've got, again, a really nice size. Again, all that adjustability, and it's no longer $39.99. So this is what I think so many of you have been asking us for more of. Let's take a look at it on the neckline here as well, because this is what it's going to look like. Now, obviously, it would sit anywhere from here, which is 18. On me, 18 is right about here, actually, all the way down to 20, which I know how many of you like that extra length when we see a 20-inch. So that's really exciting as well, that we have so much of that versatility and range for you there. But come on in. It's no longer $39 or $29 or $19.99. Did I just say under $2,000 for an entire thick, heavy curb link? Is there anything cooler than a curb link? Seriously. Like right that edge, but there's still something so elegant and glamorous about it. Like everybody can wear a curb link. It can go from really like, you know, Coco, you know who, that French designer does a lot of curb links in costume jewelry, all the way to more like edgy. I think this even could be, I mean, it could be a unisex style if you don't mind diamonds as well, because it's got that thickness to it, but it is going to be, again, all that wearability, maybe a great Christmas gift for somebody who loves gold. I know this is really on trend, but still very classic. Right now, the classics are trending. So it just so happens that classics are just really kind of making a huge resurgence as far as what we love in great jewelry. But it's not going to be $19.99. We already have 2 gone. Only have a couple left. And let me put this back on the hand here, because I want you to see all the angles, you know, close up. And we did the close up on the diamonds, so you could see those VS diamonds. You're seeing that, you know, that gauge from far, far away. You're seeing how to look on the neckline. Now here, a little bit more medium view. But it's not $19.99 either. Let's go even lower. Like I said, all the values are happening here tonight. And trust, they are values. We know this has been like, again, already going back in time on everything we've been doing. And it just gets better and better. And look at the flash you get off that curb link. Look at that. Maybe diamond collars are a little too much for you every day, but why? Who says you can't have gold that sparkles like diamonds? Your gold can too. And it's not 19. Tim, you want one? Good. You know what? I'm going to save you more money though, so please don't do those hand orders yet. And yeah, they're already like, I'm getting that look of confusion like, she's doing it again. That computer's not going to take that. That computer's not going to take that price. We're going under our cost, literally, everybody. It's not 19, 18, 17. Think about it. I know we're only in September, but it's late September. And it's going to be that Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then holiday time is here. So this is the moment right now to get on those lines, because it is not going to last. It's not even 17 or 16.99. I mean, my goodness, we are truly going back to a different era of gold here. So come on in and join us for the ride. A little back to a different era of gold. This is 2024. This is no tape. This is no rerun. But it's like we're going back and delivering a value you have not seen in decades. And it's not even going to be $16.99. And remember, all that adjustability, thanks to that extender you get there. There's that premium closure as well, which you get there. I mean, think about it. Just for a signet ring right now, what would you spend? thousands of dollars for a signet ring. We're giving you 20 inches of solid. This isn't hollowed out links. It is solid all the way through. This is not a silicone filled link style. It is solid, and it's not even $16.99. Let's send them out, yellow gold only. How about $1,599 instead? If you want the ultimate curb link necklace that, again, everyday wearable, I can vouch for that because I wear the same exact size of necklace every single day. Only difference is mine is an emerald in the middle. That's it. So this is the chance to pick it up, $15.99. And for those of you that are always begging me for more just gold, 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 I want more gold. I want big classic pieces. I want the wow, and I want it now. Well, there it is at $15.99, and the wow is definitely the price tag and the piece itself. So $15.99, we'll give it 60 seconds here, and then we're going to be moving along. And that was our $4,000 TVON piece. That was a while back. And now, of course, we've got it for only $15.99. So what a value there. And again, if you love everyday classics, this is it. And I'll tell you right now, that looks like it looks like about a 1.5, 2 carat solitaire. If you just look at the dimension and diameter of that piece overall, it really looks more like a 2 carat round brilliant that you're wearing. So love it. All right, I'm the only one. That's okay too. All right, let's move on. We got a great opal coming up. Got some aqua for you. I'm rolling right along here. We don't have time to waste on any one piece. We got to move with all these one-of-a-kinds that we have, like that one. Our Sierra Santa Maria Aqua. It's around. It's 1125,798. Just one left anyways on the necklace. So if you'd like it, and by the way, you can still layer it with your other necklaces. That's the beauty of having that extender, is like I was saying, it's really easy to get that exact adjustment of whatever you need. So if you say, I don't know how it's going to work with my DBTY. I live in my DBTY. Fine. Put your DBTY on, leave that on, but then put that piece a little lower because that'll be a little bit larger than your DBTYs. So somebody just asked, can it layer? Absolutely. It's made for layering because that's why it's got all that adjustability in it. It makes it a breeze to layer. And when you have a more substantial piece mixed in with, let's say, your finer chains, they actually don't tangle and twist up. You give them a little bit of length, give them a little space in between, and then they'll all sit properly and layered just the way you want them. So here we go. Back to our Sierra Santa Maria, one of a kind here, and then I don't know, we might have to do some auctions tonight just to get things rocking and rolling and get requests into if you have them. But here we are looking at item number 1125798. Oh, I wish I could just send you those necklaces. You know, I wish I could just buy jewelry for everybody and send it to your house and say, you take a look and then decide. Because if you felt that, put that on, you would absolutely not want to be without it. It is such a cool necklace. All right, next up is our Sierra Santa Maria round. This is going to be item number 1125798. And I don't think anybody picked up that emerald cut Congo, right? Am I right on that? That $9.99 Congolese tourmaline, is that still here? Oh, okay, good. Oh, and that's the thing. We got to say hi to Susan too. And Susan, I just found out you were shopping. So congratulations. That's wonderful. Happy birthday, Susan. So we're sending all of our best. I know it's a long way away, but trust me, our birthday wishes and our big memorable wishes are powerful. So I know we're all the way over on that West Coast here. But we're sending you all of our love, Susan, all the way to where you are on the East Coast in Massachusetts. So thanks so much again. Thanks for watching and spending your birthday evening with us here. We're so excited, and I wish you many, many happy, healthy years to come, Susan, and enjoy your new ring. So take a look at this. We've got the aqua coming up for you. It's the round, and this is a fabulous round. It's got to be 1125798. 305 is the stone size. Now I feel like I'm in Miami. We went from LA to Massachusetts, and now 305. I feel like I'm in Miami. That's really good. We're liking that too, right? Very nice. So here we are with the 305 with that beautiful bright blue, 77 points in the diamonds with that twisted style of the split shank, the double halo around it. And I'm awfully excited about this one only. But yeah, one only, so it's going to go quickly. And we got one special stone here in the round. We've seen a number of aquamarines of late, but this one's brand new. This is not just be there, done that. Oh, let's mark it down. I am going to mark it down even though it's a debut moment right now. We're not waiting for this to be around. I'm just blowing it out right now so somebody can have it. And here it is. I just think that is divine, don't you? And for those naysayers out there that say that stone can't be that rich, it can't be that bright, it can't be that saturated. Oh, it is. I would never. I don't know how I would ever sell an aquamarine. I wrestle with this when I'm out and about, and you know, obviously when you're, you know, the face of pine jewelry on TV and you have been for so long, all kinds of, you know, people are, you know, pulling at you at different ends, going, you know, represent this and represent that, and do this and do that, and you know, sell our jewelry. And most everything, I'm spoiled like you are. We're all so spoiled, you know, shopping together like we do for these really high quality stones, because if you look at another aquamarine, you go, is that Is that the same aquamarine that I know of when I see it on TVON? It's called Sierra Santa Maria. They don't even resemble the same color. They don't even resemble the same stone. They look nothing alike because this is the ultimate high level right here, and it's not going to be $79.99 because that's going to be a quick way to fail. And I need to move some jewelry. So let's try to make this a lot easier. The values are here, and we're going to take it down to $1,999 instead. And then Kirsten, we've got, oh, I love this merani mint. And then we've got, yes, we do have Tanzanite drops. We had the studs earlier, but we're bringing a subtle drop in the Tanzanite earrings coming up. So Kirsten, great request, and thank you so much. I want to say she has a merani mint ring. I feel like she does, so we'll show the pendant that could match. And then we've got some really nice subtle drop earrings in Tanzanite as well that'll still be blue wing block Ds. And I want to try this on really quickly that you got to see this. From a distance away, does the color disappear? Does it fade? Does it look lighter? I would say that looks even better. And I think most people would look at that and you take one look at it and you go, is she wearing a blue diamond? Is she wearing the most outstanding, round, brilliant blue diamond? That's what it looks more like than anything, because aquas they just simply don't give us that kind of color. They give us light, barely there, almost like colorless. It's usually just a little trace of blues or a little hint of blue. This is all out. And $19.99 gets it to you. All right, let's move on to the merani mint by request. Then we'll do our Tanzanite drops. And then, okay, so there's a very special pendant here, and merani mint, what I think is misleading about it is it says merani mint. It doesn't say color change, but I need to make sure you know this is a color changing gem. We had a lot of backed up calls right now, so I'm not sure what everyone's calling on, but no, we're not on our cable network. So again, thank you for joining us online. If you went to your TV for yet the third show in a row and realized we ain't there. So again, thank you for those of you that have made the effort to join us online if that's not your normal way of watching, because we know that most of you watch on TV. And we offer that streaming mostly for those occasions when maybe you're not with your TV. Did you get something, Jason, over there?
Yeah, new register, Robbie from Texas.
Robbie in Texas? And what's Robbie picking up?
The turbulent necklace.
The which one? Oh, my curb link. Yay, Robbie. Congratulations. Well done. All right, coming up. Who's got the aqua? And that's a first-time shopper, right? That's awesome. Thank you so much. Special welcome to you, Robbie. Enjoy the curb link. I know you will. Let's talk about the merani mint here for Kirsten's request, and it's 111-8037. Moving that aside, that's still here, but look at that. That is, and I think there's a picture somewhere that actually shows, because I know I had it the other day and I know I put it up with the photograph, so if Tony can find that, if it's not too much trouble, Tone, we'll have you pull that up whenever convenient. But this is the 103 cushion cut that is bright as can be, but as I was saying, we know it's a mint garnet. A lot of people go, oh, it's green and it's a garnet, it must be Savarite. It's not Savarite. Savarite comes from Kenya, this comes from Tanzania. This is a true minty color, and if you ask me, and I'm a green lover, I love the color green. I love it in gems. I especially love it in accent pieces like accessories. I love a green bag. I love a green gem. I love green accessories, and this is just stunning. But let's take a look at how it changes color, because that is what would happen if you were in incandescent light. Your green merani mint goes to red, and that's the beauty of the phenomenal stone. Now, there's also 46 points in yellow diamonds and also another 82 points in the white diamonds, so there's a lot going on for your diamond weight. We don't take these rare stones lightly. We got to add the proper kind of setting to them. And here's what it looks like on the hand as well, so you can get an idea of the size. Then we'll try it on. Measurement is 1 inch. I'll prove it to you, just because we've all learned you can't actually trust every single thing you hear on TV, right? Unless it's TVON. We'll try to be accurate for you, informative, accurate, and honest, but look at that, 1 inch. And then take a look at it from top to bottom on the neckline, so you can see what that looks like from a distance away. And then you pop your favorite chain. Yes, it's diamonds by the yard, appropriate as far as the bail is concerned. So yeah, you can add your diamonds by the yard. There's gonna be enough room to house your diamonds that are bezel set in those chains if you want to, but back up close we go. And yet this one's got a huge markdown that I did the other day. It was $59.99. That was a no-go, so now we're bringing it down to only $2,499 instead. And that should get our color-changing merani mint home. Then we're going to bring you what I have no doubt some of you have been asking for, which is a subtle drop in a Tanzanite. Look at the finishing on the inside of that piece too. Stunning. Mostly white gold. The only place you're going to have yellow gold is for the setting of the center and then everywhere you have a yellow diamond set, quite logically, right? So that's the way that works. Yellow gold and white gold together stays as is. Then we're going to talk about Tanzanite drops, but a nice little, I don't mean like big movable chandelier earrings. I mean a subtle drop just to bring that stone right below the lobe. So we'll see those because we already had the studs. I believe they sold out earlier. We had stud earrings, by the way, that were $5.99. We're now going to bring you a drop that goes even bigger on the carat weight and even more diamond weight and more gold weight, and yet we're not going to ask that much more because that's what we're doing tonight. Welcome to a Thursday night that will be, oh, unforgettable. Take a look at this. This is going to be our Blue Wing Block D round, item number 1122784. So there's a lot of upgrades here because, yes, we saw some oval stones earlier in a button style earring, and they were gorgeous, but there was a couple things to note. A round is always more valuable than an oval every single time. You're getting a larger carat weight here. The last carat weight was 86 points. This is a carat 10 minimum. And 22 points. Well, the last one was 18 points. This is 22 points. So we upgraded you, and there's also more gold because it is a longer earring. Nobody on the Merani mint yet. Let's bring these to you in a couple of different lights. White, yellow, rose gold are available for you, of course. Lever back style. And there's a little hinge on the back, so easy. You pop them right on. The hinge opens up right here, just like so. And then you just simply put that shepherd's hook through the ear and then boom, pop it, click it up like this. Done, easy, no extra backing to worry about. Couple other things, length. It's 3/4 of an inch. We find that to be a classic length to get in an earring. White, yellow, or rose. Love that you're getting to choose and really customize it how you wish. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you as well. And they're no longer going to be, well, I know these were $17.77 and that's fine and well. But it's like the undercost show that you're not going to soon forget. And that's because, listen, and I feel like we can get away with this because, you know, part of the reason when you put things on sale or discount them below cost, you also don't want to give the wrong impression that, you know, the market's crashed. It's not like that. But when you have a very small fraction of your viewership, this is what's sometimes required, and this is what they look like from a distance away, just so you can see them on, so you can see how they layer and stack, how there's a subtle drop. This isn't, again, a big old chandelier earring that's got all this movement. It's just giving you a little bit of that luxury of having the stone drape below the lobe instead of being an on-the-ear style like a stud or a button style, and that's the difference maker here. But then you have this really good diamond weight that's up top. Sometimes we leave this part naked. We just do the gold. Here you're getting the diamonds leading down the earring in the front and then surrounding your Tanzanite round as well, and they're not even $9.99. Here we go again with the values. The undercost values. The levels we have not reached before, and it's happening now in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, and back to that wheel we're gonna go. Unbelievable, and you see the reds. Even as the stone moves to the side and you're looking at their profile, you see the reds coming through on this Blue Wing Block D. And it's not $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. This is not what you're paying for a drop. We just had earrings about an hour ago. And they were smaller carat weight, smaller diamond weight, smaller gold weight, and they were not rounds, they were ovals, and yet they were beautiful. It's great for our stud lovers, but this is for those of you that want a little length, a little drop. And yet we're getting very close to the price that those studs were for lesser carat weights. That should not be happening. White, yellow, or rose gold, it is your choice of, guys. It is completely up to you. But they are not even $777. This is one of our last calls to get you anything in Blue Wing Block D. We know we don't have anything going forward. If we bring other Tanzanites, highly unlikely. Why would we do that? After having the best in the world, do you think we're going to bring you some subpar material? I'm not in that mood. I don't think that's going to be a smart, wise way to go about it. Not to mention, have you seen the prices on regular Tanzanite, the low-grade material? What it's going for? Can you imagine spending 4 times the price of our Blue Wing Block Ds on a lesser quality? That's just not good business sense. So here's what I'd like you to do. Shop them now, get them now, shop the best of the best while it's still here, and we're gonna make it, you know what, $699 for the pair, that's it. $6.99, and we send them out to you. White, yellow, or rose gold, and you can get as many as you need until they sell out. But that's why it's limited, because we don't have a million rounds to go around that are all going to be matched up with those incredible red flashes that you see there. Everything that's happening in that earring, and then, oh yeah, the diamonds as well. 22 points in the diamonds as well in white, yellow, rose. You can't go wrong with any of the gold colors either. Maybe you want to try, maybe you have the studs in a white gold. You want to try a drop in a yellow gold. Do it. This is the way to get a very special earring way too low. And by the way, we don't do gold platings because I get that question a lot because our prices, anybody in the business or who pays attention to jewelry would think, okay, so I see that price. It's got to be a plated gold. It's got to be that filler metal, that mystery metal, and then it's got maybe a micron or two of gold around it like everyone else does. No, that's not us. We're doing solid gold and solid platinum pieces. We don't do plated metals. We don't do plated anything, guys. We do all solid gold. We're giving you your choice of as well, which is really nice to get your gold color choice and really customize it how you wish. So final 60 seconds there. Thank you for the request. These would have never been here if it weren't for your lovely requests. And I hope you'll keep those going because we only have an hour and 20 minutes left. Where is the show going? Just donating our time here to, you know, again, really beautiful, beautiful opportunities to sell jewelry. It's just like, this is my freebie week here. I'm donating my time to come in here and show you great jewelry when we have a teeny tiny audience, just really about giving you values. But listen, anytime I get to mark things down under cost with this kind of frequency, it is truly my pleasure. I know what it costs to make jewelry. I know what it costs to buy jewelry here because I'm a host here and they, you know, give me a great deal. But I pay a lot more than you guys are paying throughout these shows here. And that's because, again, if we're not going to have all of our broadcast audience, it's a tough go. So we got to make sure that those of you that are able to see us and are kind enough to be with me, you're going to get some big deals. And that's what we're seeing throughout really this whole week. So I hope that you'll consider that. And again, make sure that you're getting what you love, anything you've seen in the show. We are here to help. So got to move on. Got a lot to do here. And we still have a couple of those gold necklaces available if you'd like one. Very, very impressive gold necklaces. Still, I hope the Tahitian pearl's gone, but it's not yet. So we got options. We got some great wheels to show you. Yes. Oh my goodness, Barbara. Is that Barbara G in New York? Oh, did she? You mean the necklace? I love that necklace, Barbara. You're going to love it. We have the same taste. Heck, I've sent her my own clothes. Well, not my own clothes, but I bought her the same. It wasn't my own clothes. Like, it wasn't my worn piece, but I bought the piece that she liked and I sent it to her. So I know we have the same taste because she liked one of my most wild outfits and I just said, oh, let me buy one for her and just send it to her for a special occasion. So anyway, I know we share the same taste. I love the necklace, so I know you will. I feel very confident on that. And thank you. How's everything in New York? Yeah, things are really good in New York right now. Things are really good in New York. Really good, really good. Barbara, I wish I was in New York this week. I will tell you that. I really do. And I may be there soon. I may have to make a trip out soon. So I'll let you know, Barbara, if that happens. All right, coming up, $6.99 only on the earrings. And then we've got, oh, wait to see this Morganite. I've been holding off on this. I haven't even flashed it. Can we just get a shout out for my discipline tonight? Because normally I'd be showing this all night long and I can't take it anymore. I'm just gonna show you the most decadent pink, perfect Morganite we have. Oh, look at that ring with the pink diamonds radiating from the center. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So everybody got their Tanzanite earrings? Did you get a pair? Who's shopping over there? Hi, Karen. Karen, and also in New York? Oh my goodness, I must be putting out that New York vibe tonight. I must be. All right, we got New York in the house. I like it. What about you, Wayne? Who's shopping over there? Oh, hey, wonderful. Hi, Miss M. She's shopping too. All right, let's get a move on, guys. $6.99, and then let's do this. Are we ready to see the very big, I do have a Paraiba, for those of you asking, because we did have one earlier, and it's still here, but it was a 60-some pointer, right? This is my 1 carat blue-green, a little more green than his blue, but still. Very special piece. We have a trapeze chain marked down. I do have the round Congolese. We've got, are you ready for the Morganite? Let's just bring it out. Let's bring out the Morganite. Bring it on out. Now that I've shown it, let's just actually showcase it. Here it is. And stop everything you're doing if you're not looking at your screen right now. Because this is something that every jewelry lover, I think, needs to take a moment and just behold. Because it's one of those to appreciate on so many levels. The designer element of having, first of all, let's start with the good stuff. The pink that you're probably thinking, that is not Morganite. That poor girl is off her rocker tonight. That is not Morganite. That's not what Morganite looks like. I'm not a fool. I know what Morganite looks like, and it does not look like that. She's mistaken. That's a pink diamond or a pink sapphire, or it's a pink tourmaline, or it's something of a different entirely look, because we know Morganites are usually the most faint ever little bit of peachy pink. And you're lucky if you get any of that peachy pink. This is from our own private collection. And we have decided to really upgrade it with one of the most decadent designer mountings we have ever created, ever. And it's 1125803. And I'm very excited about it because it's a pink paradise is really what it is. If you are a pink gal, I love the color pink. I'm a true girly girl. Besides my obsession with sports and cars, other than that, I'm pretty much the definition of a girly girl. But you'll never meet a more tomboy girly girl in your life than me. So again, it's one of those that I am dedicated to that color to pink. I think it's just amazing, an ultimate feminine color. But this is the way to do it because it's what a pink diamond can't really achieve. It's what most pink sapphires don't achieve. Podparashas, pink tourmalines, very few stones in this world give you that kind of color. And it's a big size in the pear shape. It's a 180. And then you've got, did you see what makes it so interesting? Like a starburst design of pink diamonds and white diamonds that emanate out from the center, outward to the edges, then continue down the sides of the ring. It's our 180 with 35 points in, wow, it's actually 35 points. That's the white diamond weight. You've got almost equal in the pinks. It's 30 points in the pink. So almost equal there, whereas usually if we see a pink, there's just a few accents and then it overwhelms in the white diamonds. Here, it's almost equal. So 65 points in total, although this just looks like more to me. And yet, it's like the ombre we saw in that natural tourmaline near the beginning of the show is almost like what you have here with that richer pink color and the middle stone in that perfect pink collection grade. Most Morganite does not look like this. And you know you can spend a lot on a Morganite. See how intense it gets at the tip of the pear shape? Same thing at the base of the pear shape. How intense. If anything, it really looks more like a pink sapphire, which what would a carat 80 pink sapphire be? Oh, it'd be a whole lot of money. We've got this one for $13,999. I want to show it to you on the hand here as well, just so you can see because it's a newer mounting for us and want you to get the full view here. And also for my pear shape lovers who say, nope, I like to wear the pear shape pointing away from the hand. There you go. There's the other way to wear it. And yet it is going to be that beautiful look. Look at that size. I still think those diamond weights have got to be a little off. It's just got to be more than that. But here's what I'll do. It stays as is in a rose and white gold combination. It's this elevation of the pink diamonds as well. It's not just the mix of, hey, there's pink, there's white. It's the way the pink diamonds are all elevated in the rose gold to give you a little more stature, to really give it that texture. It is not going to be even $13,999. Are we ready to move a new pink Morganite or what? And you know how pricey these can become because it's a teeny tiny little percentage of Morganites that ever achieve this color. And they happen to be here. Here, private collection that we've basically opened up and said, come on in. Let us share our private collection of best stones in the world that are of museum level with all of you. And do you need millions and millions of dollars to do that? No. Do you need tens of thousands of dollars? Well, yeah, kind of, but not tonight. Changing it up, switching it up, having to really do that. That's a necessity tonight. We're making this a lot more interesting. It's not even $39.99. Who's going to get this beauty of a stone? This combination that is just pure luxe. And it's not going to be $39 or $29 or $19.99. I'm on a mission tonight. I got to sell a lot of jewelry in an hour and 14 minutes. We got to figure this out. And it's not going to be 19, 18, 17, 16, brand new right now. Should be $13,999. But I'll tell you what, when you still have $5.99 Tanzanite earrings, because I just found out I have a pair left, and then those other earrings I just brought you, the $6.99 drops, I still have a pair. So that is, I think, really telling and very much indicative of what we are working with tonight or what we're not working with tonight, in that if pieces like that can still be here available, then obviously it's going to take some serious reductions in price, even on $14,000 pieces like what I have here. And even if it is brand new, we got to make sure it goes extra low so it's not, you know what, $15.99 it is not. Let's take it all the way down. And we'll just send it out because I'm here for value and I'm here with a big old discount on everything. So whatever it is you want, I hope we're verifying right now. I'll make it $1,499 to get the entire ring, the complement of pink and white, the diamonds, the beautiful stone, the richness, the exotic, that true pure pink. Wait a minute. Jason, Tim, are you guys thinking about it? Stop everything. I want to go even lower than this. We're not letting anything stay for the rest of the night. We got an hour and 14 minutes and we got to send a parade of jewelry out the door. It's not going to be $1,499. This is amazing. I love value. But the only thing that really takes precedent over value is getting quality. I never ever want one or the other. They got to be both. That's when we say we're spoiling you, that's what we mean. There's a lot of cheap jewelry out there for cheap. There's a lot of expensive jewelry out there for a lot of money. Get both. Get the quality, get the value, get the unbelievable quality with a teeny tiny price tag. It only happens here. It's not $14, it's not $13.99. Let's send it out. And do me a favor, if you don't have a pink Morganite, and I mean, let's just reframe that. If you don't have a Morganite, granted, most of them are not actually pink. They are that light, barely their blush. And don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous. They're really pretty. They're a neutral, they're like a makeup color, they work with everybody's skin tone, they look great, they go with everything. But this is where you're graduating up to the next level. This is where you're going straight to a museum quality instead. You're not just looking at basic Morganite like you would see. If you go into a store and spend $25,000, I know one where you can. They've got a big ad campaign all surrounding this one ring, and you can go spend $25,000 on your Morganite, and it has barely their color. And there's a big old window in the middle, and I'm going, are they serious? They think that's a good deal? A big window, a big old, that just means there's no color through the middle of the stone. It's actually a pear-shaped stone, by the way. It's the same cut as this one. This is just pure pink. That's what you don't normally see in Morganite. And look at this value, because it's not $14.99 either. It's not $13.99. I want to go extra low. Let's move everything out of here. Everything. It all must go. And we're not asking for $13.99. This is a brand new piece right now. And we're looking at a value like this one is, where it's not even $13.99. Welcome on into a Thursday. What's left of it? Very little time remaining in this show, and we're going to make it $1,299 instead. And that way we can send it on out, I hope. I'm giving it my best shot here. And when we take values this good, I mean, this is what it's all about. Saving you on something fresh and new and exotic and different, bold. Don't settle for light washed out peachy pink when you can have the ideal color of saturated true pink tones. It is so rare to get in this pink barrel. It's obviously the variety of pink as opposed to green barrel, which is emerald, and blue barrel, which is aqua. This is, though, the most saturated level. I mean, it almost looks like those pink Imperials we see sometimes here and there. It is almost like a sapphire color or a beautiful tourmaline color, all of which are rare in their own right. It just gets far more rare when you're dealing with a beryl family gem. And remember, this is one shade basically lighter than our red beryls, which are considered one of the rare stones on the planet. Red diamonds, red beryl. I have a red beryl here somewhere if you ever want to see it. And it's a teeny tiny stone, and it's $16,000 because it's red beryl. And it's microscopic, yes. Hi, Rayanne. How's Rayanne doing tonight? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Hi, Rayanne. Thank you so much. Oh, no, I didn't know that. So our internet ain't working either. Oh, that's nice. Oh, man, really? I don't know. Okay, well. All right, well, that's not helpful. All right, well, hopefully, sorry guys if our internet feed is also a little something. I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't know. I think we should, through the pandemic we worked, we did this show through the pandemic, and everyone always asked me, well, do you get to work from home? And I said, no, got to go into the studio. I think maybe we should, you want to move the broadcast to my house? Should we do that? We might have better luck. Things are a little off. We can do this from my house. We can set it up. But anyway, guys, this is our last call, $12.99. Sorry for all of our technical issues, guys. I'm not in charge of that stuff, and I couldn't even figure that out if I tried. But I can just apologize if you're struggling, with our feeds tonight, TV, internet. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I just wish we could be up and running because this jewelry is really, really good. All right, coming up, we're going to keep moving on. We got a quick wheel for you, and a big Tanzanite deal too. We got some Paraiba for you as well. Okay, we got an opal for you as well. This is a nice one, 112-5332. I don't know, this takes a little trust in me here to kind of make sure you understand what this opal looks like, because it's not a stone that's going to show up very well on TV, but it's one of those that it looks pretty darn good anyways. I just adore this stone, and I'd like for somebody to have it, and still I can try to do this, and I can try to walk over and block some lights, but I got to tell you, this stone is amazing right here. And if it looks that good right here under those lights, It's a great stone. And 1125332 is your item number. So this is going to be a 1 carat 99 natural black opal. It's got every color, and what I love about it is that there's almost a pattern to it where it feels like instead of a mishmash or a mosaic of color, it feels like the colors are very directional, and it feels like they're almost like a bit of this diagonal kind of way that all the colors are running, but you still see every individual color. Sometimes opals can be a bit muddled where all the colors might be there, but you're not seeing them all at once because they're kind of a stacked or layered color. Here's where you're getting the colors almost striped in a way, but there's no void. There's no dead spot where you're seeing a lack of. It's got the bright neon colors in every single category. It is 72 points in diamonds. This includes the halo and rounds, but also a couple of princess cuts on the sides. So you get 4 of those princess cuts in total, 2 on each side, yellow gold or white or rose. But this is an outstanding stone. And everything that you see there, it's not going to change, it's just going to get better. So the pattern doesn't really change. The colors are just going to be even more vibrant, even richer when you see this in a normal light environment. A TV studio has a lot of light. It's really good for diamonds, not so good for opals. So that's kind of the key there. We're going to blow it out right now because goodness knows this is the opal that I love, and I would easily recommend it at $69.99 as a good value. Obviously, we're striving for a little bit better than that tonight. So we're going to send it out and make this easy right now for only $1,999. That's it. And try to send the best opal I got right on out of here. And you get all those extras like changing up the color if you want to. I'm going to show it on the hand here. It's got a great style to it. It's large. So again, you probably heard me say it once or 10 billion times, but there are obviously, there's a less dense material that you have here, so it's always going to look larger than it weighs. You can see the 2 carat does not look like a 2 carat. For example, let me see if I have something here that I can compare it to. I can. I've got a gold quartz here that's a 5 carat. And let me show you. It looks smaller. That's a 5 carat gold quartz, and it looks quite a bit smaller, doesn't it? So more than double the look. Yes, Jess? Yes. Hi, Melinda. It's been a minute. How's she doing? And did she shop with us tonight?
Yes, she helped her get the peak
Oh,
morning.
she'll love it. Thank you, Melinda. Good to hear from you. Yes, Melinda in Florida, thank you so much. Thanks for shopping with us tonight. Thanks for being here. We know this has been a trying week and it's been difficult for a lot of you to watch. Some of you have had no issues if you're, but yeah, but a lot of you have. So it's one of those things where I know we have all kinds of different people all over the country who watch different ways, but it's just so lovely to have you with us. And I hope that we're coming through with all the bright colors of the world there for you to see and appreciate and enjoy, because that is a stunning opal. And that's what I love about an opal. If you get a good one, it's got all the colors of the world of gems all in one. And I think a lot of us long for the idea of owning one of every gemstone. We'd like one of every color, one of every sort, one of every type, but the budget may not consider that to be reality. So I like when we can get you a stone like this that's still a phenomenal gem that is able in one great value to give you every color of the world essentially in one stone. And that is tough to achieve in an opal. It's always the ideal. It's what opals strive to do, but very few of them actually achieve that. This one does, and why that is still here, I'm just going to figure it doesn't look like it does. Because even with as bright as it is, because I know what I'm looking at, it looks very profound. It looks very bright and neon, and you see all the different colors. The all assorted colors are there in this beautiful kind of like diagonal wash of colors. But again, everything that you see there just gets more pronounced and better when you see it in person, because again, it's not going to be in these lights. So just a little key there. Let's get to, I do have some Morganite drop earrings, by the way, that would go nicely with the ring. So just a little FYI there. We've got a great collection of fancy pieces here that include some, oh yeah, this will be fun, chrysoberyl, tourmaline sapphire, and tourmaline in a green. So we'll show you some of our bigger, bolder rings that we have, and then please get requests in too, because we only have an hour left in the show. And then for the most part, we don't see you guys till, well, this whole week's been pretty much an online show. So tomorrow's our online show, and then we've got the weekend back. And I keep being told, just FYI, I am being told that they're going to try to get us up and running by Saturday, but there's no guarantee. So hopefully all of you that might be watching online, because you don't get us on your typical TV station, we are trying, and we have been assured that we would be back on Saturday and Sunday. But again, I'm not in charge of that, but that's the hope. So please check in with us on Saturday and Sunday mornings as you will, and see if we're back on television. So here we go, back to a little wheel deal. This is a tourmaline on a band. It almost looks like a buckle ring to me, and that's a pink tourmaline trillion. Then I also have the apple green here, which is awfully pretty, I think. It's a very distinctive color. It's very much a chartreuse, I would say. And then along those lines, we have another stone that's got a little more sage green. That's a cat's eye chrysoberyl, followed by our chartreuse tourmaline, then the pink tourmaline, and then look at this, kind of a wide wonder ring with a blue sapphire round in the middle. Wow, lacy mounting. All of these great rings all started as $49.99 and up. We're going to take them a lot lower here tonight for you. So a specialty way, and they're all one of a kind. So once they do go, they go, and they stay in the gold color they're in or the platinum color they're in, because they're all going to stay as is. Let me point out the platinum to you. This green tourmaline is platinum. This is also going to be 18 karat white gold for our tourmaline here in the white gold only. And then also we have a platinum setting for the cat's eye chrysoberyl over here with all those tapered baguettes and a couple of rounds. There are 4 rounds. And then in the back, that's of course not platinum, because platinum doesn't come in yellow. Platinum's only a white metal, so that's your 18 karat yellow gold there with the sapphire in the background. So 4 great rings, all one of a kinds, all $49.99 and up. And Fantastic Four, it sounds like a superhero kind of deal, doesn't it? Sounds like a box office hit. Sounds like a big superhero moment. Well, let me try to be your jewelry superhero today. And let's try, right? A few Thursdays from now, it'll be Halloween. Can you believe it? In just a few short weeks, on a Thursday, it'll be Halloween. So this is going to be where we're getting a little jump start. We're going to pretend to be superheroes. I think we are in jewelry all the time. We're going to make this a great value. And just imagine for a moment that you have a chance to pick up a $5,000 TVON ring. Not exactly, if it's a $5,000 ring here, then rest assured it'd be probably a $50,000 ring anywhere else in the planet. We're going to go a lot lower than that for you right now. And again, tourmaline in the front, tourmaline to the right. Back is sapphire, left side is cat's eye chrysoberyl. You do not have to pay anywhere near $49, $39, $29. Let's get them out the door before the hour ends, which is 1 minute away. We're going to try something a little different than even $1,999. And remember, it is platinum, 18K, 18K, and platinum. So all upper echelon metals, every one of them, and they are not going to be $19.99. This would be go time on those phone lines, because yes, they're going to go. And on this $9.19, we're not doing $19.99. We're going to take them a lot lower. I realize that in a couple of seconds on my East Coast, my East Coasters are going to be already on September 20th. Still the 19th out here, so we're going to take that inspiration and make this better than $19.99, $18.88, $17.77, and all higher end metals. That's a pink tourmaline trillion. That's a chartreuse oval tourmaline. Then we've got the cat's eye, which is jumbo, elongated. That's a 282 cat's eye. That trillion cut in the front, 119. Then we go with the tourmaline here. That's going to be a 448. This sapphire, which is a royal blue perfection, is a 109. Blue sapphire round, and anything you want up there is not even $17.77 or $16.99. So what are we doing? We're moving jewelry. It's our last hour of our big Thursday night. Glad you're with us. Oh, Thursday is a do not miss. It's a night that you cannot afford to miss, especially this week. Last hour is here. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We got 1 hour left, and that's it. We would love your requests. If there's anything from earlier that you want to see again or check on availability, do that now. Waiting till the end of the show is not always a great idea, because then pieces are always going in this last hour. Everyone's playing catch up with the show. Maybe you were watching football earlier. Maybe you were just searching for us. You're not on TV tonight, so how can I find you online? So maybe you've just tuned in. If there's any value you want to check on from earlier, do it. If there's anything on this wheel, I'm going lower so we can make these disappear as quickly as we can. Take a look. And they got to go. They're not even $16.99. We'll take them even lower than that and send it out. It's like clockwork, Jess, right? Every single time. Pretty much. So what it is. All right, we're going to do better than that. Not even 16. Let's blow them out. $1,599. That's it. And that's all. So we'll see. And by the way, that opal's still here if anybody wants it. I'm shopping today. I shopped last night too. So you guys are killing me, because the more you don't shop, the more I do shop, just to make my own quota. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We got some really special pieces. We'll try to recap a few pieces from the first hour, just in case you couldn't find us, or kind of just, again, we're a little bit busy on your Thursday. Look at this tourmaline though. The pinks, the blues, the purples, the greens. I still have never seen anything like this. I've seen it in fashion. I once had a dress that looked like that in sequins, but wow, when it's Mother Nature in a gemstone, it's much more impressive. Much more impressive than a little, dip dyed fabric with some sequins. That's really special. So tourmaline is here. All right, so coming up, we can't get those out the door, so we'll move on to our big top of the hour. It's time for some Tanzanite action. We have a 9 carat tonight. Also have a big Mahenge round that is gonna, well, this is kind of shocking. We have a big spinel. It's one of our big hot pink spinels. If anybody needs this large heart-shaped brooch, you've probably seen it before. This is one I know they're dying to melt down. Even though it's a little, a lot of workmanship to do so, there's a lot of gold in this piece. Let me show it from a distance on the hand. This is a brooch, and it's gonna be a large heart shape, so the pin's in the back, so you won't see that once you attach it to your favorite fabric, scarf, lapel, whatever it may be. But it's 112-4757, and this would be just the sweetest gift, and I'm such a believer that we all need a great brooch, and this is just straightforward yellow gold, 18K, 15 points in burnished diamonds on one side. So that's really pretty how they're done on this side and not the other. And you get all that mirror finishing, and yet it's got a great big size to it. It's going to be 112-4757. And we'll show you the size here because it's going to get you a nice size here. If you go a little bit more of a diagonal, you see that it's going to be about 1.5 inches, side to side, top to bottom. It's really difficult to hold with tweezers for whatever reason because, again, it's a thin pin in the back, but there it is, about 1.25 inches. And then you can just obviously wear it any way you want. There's 15 points in diamonds. It's not been on the air before, probably because every time I've seen it, I've looked at the piece and I've looked at the price and I said $49.99 is not usually what we are all looking to spend on a brooch. Correct? Right or wrong? Pretty accurate, right? Pretty accurate statement. It's tough to convince a lot of gals to shop for a $5,000 brooch. We know why. It's 18 karat gold and there's a lot of gold. There's those diamonds on the one side. I'm going to just show you on the neckline just for perspective because we see everything from this perspective, so it's hopefully helpful. But obviously it's not a pendant, it's a brooch. So you're going to wear it wherever you wish. Great on a lapel. Obviously we're getting that season where it might be time for scarves and hats and gloves and those kind of things. And there it is close up. So you see the different diamonds that are set burnished into the gold. Let's go back to the hand so it doesn't get lost among the rings there. And we'll blow it out right now for $9.99. So that makes it a lot easier, I think. And that's where I feel confident that an 18 karat gold brooch can go, is when it's $999 only. And that is going to make, I think, really good fiscal sense when you talk about that amount of 18 karat gold, which here with a factory that manufactures jewelry every day, we'd love to have all that gold back. We'd love to just take those diamonds out and melt it down and, have a gold presence that could make 5 or 6 different rings. But instead, we'd rather it just go out to one of you at $9.99 for that spectacular value. So a lot more to show in this last couple of minutes here. We've got our final hour that's already begun, so let us know what requests you have as well. We can go back down to our wheels, see if any of those catch your fancy here at $15.99. Now, I know this is the struggle here. When wheels are put together, it's a great idea, except you don't see graphics. So a lot of you are going, so that's a 2-point stone with 7 points in diamonds, right? It's hard to gauge what it is without seeing it. So 112-2109, because I'm gonna tell you something, I can't leave these here. You already know the price, that's not a surprise, but maybe what you need to know is that it's a 2 carat 82 stunning chrysoberyl with that phenomenal cat's eye, incredible carat 36 in diamonds, mostly tapered baguettes, but then there are the 4 larger round brilliants as well. You get that entire ring for $15.99. So if it's just a function of sitting up with all these other rings with no graphics, it's harder to tell what it is. This hopefully gives you a better idea of what exactly you're able to get for one of the world's rare stones. Usually you see cat's eye chrysoberyls mostly in museums, not even in high-end retail. That's how rare they are. Phenomenal chatoyancy, that's the cat's eye you see. That actually moves with the light. So as the stone moves, as the light moves around it, so does your chatoyancy. So it moves and kind of rotates over the stone. Take a look at it. And then we're going to move right along because we got to give that 60 seconds. That should go. Okay, that was no good for my back. Having a little back struggle this week. Let's do it, guys. We got the Mahenge coming up. Big Mahenge deal coming up. Cat's eye should go. Let me know if you want to see the blue sapphire, the pink tourmaline, or the green tourmaline. And the heart-shaped brooch is still here at $9.99 and all that 18 karat gold. I think I need to recap this Imperial from earlier as well. Elongated pear shape. What do you think? Isn't she sweet? Isn't that great? That's 112-5618. just a reminder, this one was here very early in the show. Two-tone gold, white and yellow. Diamonds, Imperial. That is item number 11256618. It's a carat 05 with 38 points in diamonds, and it's $9.99 if you'd like that one. Nice to see an Imperial topaz under $1,000. And I have not done an auction all night, and that's probably not responsible to do. So I hope we're all ready, because it's the one thing we can sometimes accomplish here, to make sure that a piece goes out the door, but only if we start it at nothing. So I'm going to give you some advice here. We're going to start something at nothing. And we're going to give you something that's worth something, a little something, 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 because it's a big turquoise, and we're going to show it next, and it's a carat 70, and it's a round, and it's in this very high end. You know those designer, like every time you turn on the TV, you see these celebs and these profile, high profile figures, and they're wearing these bracelets that have enamel with these little, what look like little clovers. They're very high end. Those bracelets tend to be $40,000, $50,000 per bracelet. And we've incorporated a very similar design here in a design that's going to be for the ring with the big turquoise in the middle. It's a carat 70. This is our best of the best Sleeping Beauty turquoise, by the way. So take a look at this. The Imperial is here. Look at that. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. First off, so you know your options here. It's going to be our carat 70 round, 25 points in diamonds. And we're starting at nothing. 0 to start. And a $100 increment, and it's going to be 1125,769. Just kind of springing this out of nowhere, because when you got to move jewelry, it doesn't matter what it goes for. It just matters that it goes. Show and tell's fun, but it's more fun to show and sell. And the only way I can guarantee that is usually by starting at 0. And by the way, this is no reserve. So if you think, yeah, nice try, Lolo, but that's a $4,000 ring, so you ain't selling that at $100. I might have to. It's not really up to me at this point. It's up to our teeny little audience for this last hour tonight. You're going to determine it, and let me tell you, you have little to no competition. So this is a great time where sometimes this is what it requires, just because instead of just showing you jewelry, it'd be nice to send something out to you. And instead of going by my $39.99 designer price, we're going to a 0 to start, no reserve auction. So if all we get's $100, then we sell it for $100. And do we have $100? Or do you want the Imperial from earlier? How much? We got it. $100 we have. $100. And Jason, who is going to win it? Because I feel it in my bones. I feel like this is going out at $100 today. 200. Judy's at 100. Thank you, Judy. We just got $200. It's not over yet. Who do you have there, Wayne? Regina. We're going to be here all night, aren't we? You know it's a $39.99 ring. We have $300 now. Back to Judy, 2 bidders only. Welcome in. Thursday night, very little competition on this auction. We have $400 now. 400 looking for 5 or more. Come on in. It's come down to this. We're moving jewelry no matter what. And there are only 2 bidders so far. That's it. And one just left us. Oh, goodness gracious. I love you guys for being here, because I'll tell you what. I wish I have one wish. I wish I could just sit at home and shop this show. Because I'll tell you what, this is the night to get a deal. That is insanely good. Where do you buy? Now, gold bands are $4,000 by themselves. So if you took off the turquoise and took off the diamonds and took off all that you have up there, we have $500 now. There's a new bidder that just came in. We're looking for more. We're looking for 4, but we're at $500. It's $100 increments only, and in a matter of moments, it's going out the door whether we like it or not. And that's the beauty of this moment. Take a look at it on the hand, and we'll obviously offer to do it in a different gold color if that's the deal breaker. If you say it's perfect, except I really want yellow, go ahead with our compliments. Free of charge, we'll change the gold color. Yellow gold, rose gold. Look at, if that doesn't look like, yeah, okay, I can't say names, but you know who it is, VCA. You know who I'm talking about. You know, they do enamel, $40,000 enamel bracelets. And I'm going, okay, that's great. But come on, people. Let's go diamonds. Let's go Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Let's get a really, really high-end ring. $600 is the bid. Oh, my goodness. We've got only, well, it looks like we may be down to 1 bidder. Well, once again, we're going to make sure everybody has a chance to get in, because if you feel like this just got started, well, it may be about to wrap up. We have 1 bidder left right now. We literally have, 1 bidder. And Jason, I think it's a new bidder than who you had before, so let me know if you know, because we're at $600 only, and it's going to be last call. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, because we always like to make sure you have a final chance, because this is obviously way too low. We all know that because gold bands, if you took off everything else on the top, that's still a $4,000 gold band. Right now it's at $600. There is obviously no reserve. If there was, I'd be saying, oh, sorry, we can't sell that, right? When you see those auctions online and you see reserve not met, you're going, yeah, that takes away the fun of it, doesn't it? So I'm not really getting a deal. You might as well just price it. Well, here's our price. There's your bid. Your bid determines the price you pay. And yet we are looking for a final 2 minutes, and we'll see what we've got because the phone lines are obviously busy. So whether it's this or whether it's a piece from before or whether it's a recap or whatever it is, maybe it's a request coming in for our last 45 minutes. This is the go time right now. And then I guess I'm going to bring out the 9-carat Tanzanite, and we're going to have some fun with that one too. We'll bring it on out. 9 carats of blue wing block D on the way, but our 2-minute clock starts now. You got 2 more minutes to make the phone call and jump on in if you'd like to. There's a 1-carat Paraiba here too. There sure is. Anybody else? So we have 95 seconds remaining. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold available to you. How about your size? Shipped to your door for free. Welcome into our new shoppers. We've had a lot of new shoppers tonight coming on in, enjoying the values. And you should, because they have been epic. Just all-time best. Come on in, shop up anything you want from earlier that might still be available. It's our last now minute and change left on this incredible ring with a stunning, it's only the best turquoise in the world. There's other sources of turquoise worldwide. Usually we're used to seeing a lot of turquoise with matrix, with that veining look. We're seeing a lot right now where turquoise might look good, but then you realize, is it even real natural turquoise through and through? Is it stabilized? Not here. All one big hunk of turquoise. Carat 70 is the size in the round. Last call, $600 out. Well, this is not, I knew this was going to be frightening from early on tonight when I had a $5.99 Tanzanite earring and it did not sell out. Now we're seeing a $600 ring. It's not a $600 ring, but that's what you're paying. What a chance to pick up a value. Do we have 700? We've got 18 seconds now to make it official. There's a chameleon diamond. There's a huge, I just, you know what? Can I be your museum curator tonight? Can I just play museum curator for a few minutes and show you a color change fiend after this? 700, do you have it? Sold, congratulations. Watch this, look at that. That's a color change fiend. In a super elongated bridge style mounting, just show and tell. Just take a look at it just to show you we have a 517 spine. Most of my spines I've had have been a carat or under. We've got a 5-carat 17 oval bridge. You see the clarity it has. It's also, it's fun because you put the diamonds underneath and you can actually appreciate those diamonds underneath in that double row side to side. Isn't that lovely? So that's going to be a 111 diamond weight. Just want to show it to you. It's item number 1125786. If you ever want to inquire about that down the line, about $30,000 ring. If you'd like me to give you a great off air, I'll do that. We can make that happen for you. But let's take a look at our Tanzanite. That is the 9-carat 09 coming right up, and we will serve it up on a, well, we don't do silver platters, we do gold platters. So take a look at this. This is my 9-carat 09, oh yeah, museum reserve, and a classic through and through. The designer mounting is just every bit the essence of classic, but built up, because we could have easily done 1 row with diamonds down the side. We upgraded you to 3. We could have done tiny little micro pave on the outside halo. We did really large individual round brilliance. We put it in that wider band with that great basket work with the neons every time it moves. Side to side, you see the red flashes. It's 1125809. And it's brand new right now. And one of our last. It's kind of like the 9s are wild here. We got the 909 stone with the 90 points in the diamonds. So I don't think you'll ever forget your carat weights. And it's got that size where when it's on the hand, you'll see the visual it delivers, and we'll make sure that it goes. A white, yellow, rose gold, of course. Yes, of course. Looks good in all 3 gold colors. Never hesitate to let us know how you want it custom made. But this is a $12,999 ring. And unfortunately, There it is, right there, right there. That's what it's supposed to be. I can help you out, and we can do our best. Let's try. We're definitely going to get an A for effort tonight because these values have been on point. This is what we got to do. It's a big Thursday night to save. Get any requests you have in. We've only got about 43 minutes left in the show, so not a lot of time, but plenty to go search the vaults for whatever it is you want to see. We'll bring it right on out for you. And yeah, nothing's off limit from the discounts tonight. So make sure you call us with what your favorites are, whatever's on the wish list. Let's bring it out. Let's give you a special treat. The weekend's almost here. Time to shop and celebrate. Time to get something special. Maybe you're thinking ahead to holidays. I mean, it's not too early to do that, right? This is the time of year when it really gets busy. And we know how quickly and rapidly those holidays approach. And it's go time to get values like this. Take a look at it one more time. And let's see if we can just bring this. Because at this point, it's really a challenge to offer the blue-winged Bluckies because they're supposed to go up to 800 a carat. And the problem is when I do that, we just take 800 and times it by 909, and that means that you end up with 7272 in this case. Plus, we should probably add something for the diamonds and the gold. But even if I just say 7200, at this point in time, we've again been spoiling you with great values that it might be considered a little too much for our own taste. Even though it is the best in the world and it's only here, we're going to make it more affordable than $7,200. And if you are one of our new, and I know we've welcomed so many dozens of new shoppers here tonight just in the last couple of hours. That tells me that if you are a new shopper, you probably don't have a blue wing as of yet. If you have never shopped here, you couldn't have one. Because even if you spend $30, $40, $50, $60,000 in a retail store for a Tanzanite, you're not going to get blue wing anywhere else. That is the pure fact of it. We are living in the luxury to give you those dynamic, unique stones that are so specialty and exclusive as this is. It's not $7,200. And it's going lower right now. And look at the size of that ring. We didn't have to do that wider band. We did. We have it elevated just to accommodate the amount of stone you have through the profile so that it can be set up properly and you can still see and appreciate. I like that open basket work, getting to peek in and see the side elements of the stone, which are still delivering the neons of the top of the stone. And we are spoiled, aren't we? $7,200, far too much. $49.99 is probably too much. And let's do some simple math there. That would put it at $550, actually $549 a carat. And if you were shopping, because I know you guys know what's happening elsewhere, you look up and down the dial, you tune into all those shows, you may have your favorites, you may have some shows that show you more of what you like to own, you may look at us and see that higher end and aspire to own that. Well, this is no longer aspirational because now you cannot deny that everybody else who's getting $550 or more per carat, that's not as good a value. And it's a great value, don't get me wrong. I will be the first to sing the praises of any human being that is selling Tanzanite right now for $550 a carat, because that is better than the wholesale trade show that is happening as I speak. There is a wholesale, and it's the biggest one that happens. It's so big, it's a quarterly trade show. It happens 4 times a year, and it's in Hong Kong. And obviously not exactly convenient for us to get to, but we have representatives there now because it's the movers and shakers of the entire industry. You got to be there. And we're seeing wholesale prices on regular Tanzanite go for far more than $550 a carat. I'm not doing this for $550 a carat. So again, I ask, why would you spend more money to get a lesser grade material? You don't have to here. That would be compromising. That would be sacrificing. I don't want you to do that. And so instead of $49.99, which is going to beat every living jewelry being out there, even though they have a lesser quality, why would you pay $550 a carat or $600 or $700 or $800 a carat? Those are all great values right now for Tanzanite. We can take you lower, and we are, reminder, we only have a few left. So it's not like we're going to see it for years and years to come. And it's not going to be $49 because this is what we've got to do tonight. And that's why you take advantage of this moment. It's not even $4,500. Everything is just tumbled now. Now we're looking at a price per carat of $495 a carat. We've gone under $500 a carat. And yet, am I going to ask for $4,500? Not if it's not selling. Can't afford to make, guys, we can't afford to have anything sit here at this point. 39 minutes, let's make you the craziest deal ever. And this really will be. Do you notice when I talk about per carat, I am not setting aside $3,000 for the mounting. We're just talking about a per carat. Has anybody asked at home logically, what about the diamonds? Is she suddenly just going to take out the stone and send me a loose stone in a box? No, it's in this beautiful ring that has almost a carat in diamonds, that has a lot of gold. And so we are ignoring all of that. Who's giving you gold for free when gold is $2,400 an ounce? Who's giving you VS diamonds for free when diamonds are $25,000 a carat? That's the going rate on VS diamonds in retail. $25,000 a carat. What are the non-retailers doing on diamonds? The problem is they're not selling you VS diamonds. So I'm not going to compare our VS diamonds to those I3s that you normally see out there in commercial grade. That's what you normally have, is a really low grade diamond. I am never asking you to compromise again. You should not buy the I1s and I2s and I3 clarity gradings of diamonds if you don't have to. And it's not going to be $4,500. Please dial in early if you're even semi-thinking about it, because this will go. And it's not going to be $45,000. We're already at a great value. We're going lower because that is what it's going to take. And by goodness, we only have 38 minutes. I will stay with this ring on this show until it sells, which sounds odd and then you consider with where I'm going, it'll probably take all of 30 seconds to sell. Because one thing is clear, I've been bringing these to you for 6 years. Whether you've been with us for a day or a year or 6 minutes, this is still going to be one of the greatest Tanzanite values I have ever brought to you in 6 years of material. And there has not been a single show that I have done that has not had a blue wing block D of some kind, including tonight. And $44.99 it will not be. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I implore you to think about this one, and remember that you have a money-back guarantee. So if you want to get this at home and then try it out because you think this is too good to be true, we are all trained as human beings to be skeptical about things that seem a little too good to be true. This is really happening, and this is the reason why so many of our shoppers have more than one Tanzanite. I have collectors that have 50-plus individual pieces of blue wing block D. That's when I think you know you're making it a value, if you can amass a collection like that over watching for years and years. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to make it better than $44.99. This is one of the best values. Even on the prior to bringing museum reserves, this is going to be one of the best values I've ever had. So it's time to jump in. We are ignoring the diamonds and the gold, which there is plenty of, and you can still choose your gold color, get your ring size, get it shipped to your door. We're in Los Angeles. Some of you may not be, right? Most of you probably are not in this city proper. It doesn't matter. We're putting it in a box and securely shipping it to you with insurance and all that for free. So this is one of those things where there's not an extra cost that's hidden to you when you actually call and say, I love the deal. And then it's not really a deal because there's all these extra costs and fees accrued. That's not what's happening here. And it's not 44, and it's not 43, and it's not 42. And with every drop in price, this per carat value is getting better and better and better on not a small stone, but a 9 carat plus. And let's take a look at it, because it's not going to be $42.99, one fabulous value. And after having them for 6 years, we kind of know what's a good deal and what's not. $42.99 for the record. We're sitting right now at a price tag per carat of $470, and yet it's in diamonds and gold, and it's not gone yet. And I'm not going to leave it here. And maybe this is going to be the rest of the night, and what we just gaze at, what we just look at, what we stare at, let it hypnotize you. Because the truth is, get ready. And I'll say get used to it, because this stone is hypnotic. When you see actual blue wing block D, where suddenly it's not just purple, it's not lavender, it's blues and cobalts and violets and ultraviolets, and then look out, the red flashes are happening as well. Only happens to the best of Tanzanite. This is where you're in for a treat. And if you think you've seen the best Tanzanite in the world, you haven't, unless you've seen the blue wing block D, and it's time to get one. If you have Tanzanites from years past, before you knew about TVON and before you knew about Tanzanite, that is this variety, you can pass those down to the other generations. Get them a jump start on their Tanzanite jewelry. You wear the best. Maybe you want to give the best. Maybe you have a local museum you love to frequent and you want to put your blue wing block D on loan and on display at that museum. You can do that too. But it's not $42.99 and it's not $41.99, and I'm going to make it better than $4,099 too. And we're going to send it out because it's got to go right now. And the 909 Museum Reserve with all that diamond weight, and yes, a lot of gold weight to support it as well. And gold is not cheap. Stop ignoring gold. We don't live in the 1980s anymore. You can't just look at gold as free. Back when I started in the business back in the early 2000s, well, it was actually the year, right? Like 2002. And it was one of those things where we didn't even have to talk about gold, consider gold, think about gold. Gold was not really real pricey. It wasn't thousands of dollars per ounce. So we never talked about it. It was just like, yeah, it's there. It's holding the good stuff. We have to think about that now. And this is not $4,099. It's still here. It is still here. And I can't go another minute with this being here, with all those reds you see. And the sparkle and the brilliance that an oval is giving you, and a classic is an oval, and an oval is a classic. So instead of $4,000, we're going to make it $39.99. And the moment to recognize is right now. It's $439 a carat for a blue wing block D. And there's a lot of great jewelry hanging out here. If you have any questions about anything. Tim, did you just pick something up from earlier? All right. Coming up on the way, I don't think we need to go anywhere till that goes. $39.99 at that 9 carat 09 size. All that diamond weight is exquisite. It's kind of like your Lucky's 9s here. It's the 90 points. It's the 909 stone. It's got amazing, amazing gold presence to it. And $39.99 gets it to one collar. All right. So obviously we've got this one here. We've got a whole bunch of great jewelry to get to, and we've got a lot of pieces that remain from earlier. So if there are any questions you have, let me know, because we can do a little $2,000 and under wheel for you as well. If you have any, little interest in getting something really affordable, but spending very, very little on some high quality material, we've got those for you. We still have, by the way, really good assortment here at Brand New. And like I said, anything we can bring out from the vault, we'd love to do that as well. And then we do have a chameleon diamond. There's a 1 carat chameleon round. It's got a new price tag. It's in a bridge. Take a look at this. This has got my favorite color personally. I love a good light blue green like this is. I just think that's a really unusual and attractive color of a diamond. And that's our chameleon, so it'll still change color from that blue, green, subtle round to a gorgeous golden. So it's a really rare stone. Let's get to our Mahenge spinel coming up, and this one is here if you'd like it. I hope that means everyone's got a blue wing block D, because we're about to say goodbye to them entirely. And here's our Mahenge spinel round that we have here in the wider band. Now, isn't this fun? It feels like a party piece because it's got all these creative elements to it, from the halo of pink diamonds to the white diamonds that are burnished into the band. Almost feels a bit like a little touch of whimsy here with that almost polka dot effect of those diamonds that you have. 112-5804, and we're going to put this one on a really, 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 really good track here to go out the door. It's a 61-point Mahenge spinel. Of course, what makes this one so special is the fact it's a round. It has 28 points in the white diamonds and 29 points in the pink diamonds. So you get an upgrade there. Even more pink diamond weight than you have white diamond weight, and that's exciting to see. And we've got, again, a really good stone here. It is rare to get the rounds. They are mined out completely. They were only discovered in, guess what, 2007. If I have a viewer tonight that's younger than that was born after 2007, I applaud you and call me, because you need a prize. Because A, you're probably up too late, but it's also one of those pieces that it's really just exciting to see a stone that's got this kind of youthful quality, but it's already gone. So that's the thing. Didn't get a lot of mining, right? There was only a year or two of mining, then that was depleted. This is the only way to get this bright, lavish color of spinel. It's kind of a hot pink meets red. Think like when you see a sapphire border on ruby. When it's a hot pink but almost red, that's right on the border. This spinel is a pink spinel, but it's got a lot of red elements to it. So it almost looks like a hot pinky red combination. It's rare to get the rounds because they didn't ever want to waste it. They're such teeny little crystal sizes. So to be willingly saying, let's cut around, is kind of exciting and definitely puts a premium on that stone. And we'll make this one, you know what, go ahead and send it out. $49.99. I have no luck right now just selling a Tanzanite for $39.99, so I don't think the Mahenge is going to go at $5. It's just a theory I have. But you're getting a lot of gold. And you do have that great finishing on the inside. And you do have 5, it looks like now it looks like dice, right? The 5 stones set this way on either side, so 10 in total on the white diamonds. And that is a halo of pinks that's got some really good size. Each and every one of those round brilliant pinks are actually quite sizable. They're not just little tiny accents like we typically see. And it's got a great value at $49, but again, trying to go that extra mile to see some pieces out tonight in our last 28 minutes of our Thursday, and we'll make it just $1,499 instead. a little $14.99 opportunity if you'd like to get a Mahenge round spinel and in the wider band. So for those of us that love a lot of gold presents, this is the way to get that as well. And you've got a very cool $3,500 worth of savings. Let's take a look at that on so you can see how wide that band is. And the beautiful combination where the bright hot pinks with the lighter pastel pinks around it, the white diamonds set in the band, all for $14.99. Any last requests before we go? I'm going to compile a little recap wheel, because it is time to get everything out the door here. And maybe you join us a little bit later in the show and you missed some of these Brazilian stones. We have Brazilian Paraibas, Imperials, round aquas, so many great pieces to share with you before we sign off tonight, which is only a few short minutes away, and it flies. And tell me if any of these look of interest. Maybe it's going to be this Imperial topaz that we have. We've got some blues and some blue greens so far. I've got a stunning elongated Imperial topaz in that pear shape. Also have a really cool designer ring here in 18 karat yellow gold. These have all been presented earlier, but again, iffy whether or not you may have all been here to see them. So we'll give you a little recap here. That's a champagne diamond with rubies and white diamonds with it. Then we also have, this is the Paraiba. It's a beautiful blue green. It's got a very nice saturation. So I'm putting the Paraibas back to back. In the front is the Mozambique stone, and in the back is the Brazilian material. So you see the difference in the colors there. And by the way, a lot of premium metals up here, a lot of 18 karat gold up here. There's one more thing to show you, and that would be this sensational opal. I'm going to put it right here in the middle so you can see that black opal we had just a few minutes ago. And again, anything of interest up here. Brazilian Paraiba, there's our other Paraiba, that's Mozambique stone with a little more green to it. Champagne diamond, white diamonds and rubies. Here's the Mahenge round, this is the opal, this is the Imperial, and then the aquamarine in the back left. Now, the great news is here, everything on this wheel, all those elite pieces, and they're all one of a kinds. Every single last one of them. Hear me out, they've got different prices, but every single piece up here. And when we're looking at two different options in Paraiba, one of which has Brazilian Paraibas and multiples of them stacked. And then you've got a tremendous size in a lightning ridge black opal that's got every color of the rainbow in it. And then you're looking at a huge champagne diamond. That pear-shaped ring with the rubies and the diamonds, that's a champagne diamond to start. It's a light half carat. That's wrapped in 18 karat gold. All the pieces around it also wrapped in 18 karat gold. Everything up here, it's either $19.99 or less. They're all under $2,000, every single piece up there. So as we look at this variety and all the combinations you have, they're all going to be $19.99 or less. And a lot of them go much less, like the Imperial topaz that's in the back center is $9.99. This Brazilian Paraiba ring in 18 karat gold, $12.99. The designer ring with the champagne diamond, the rubies and the white diamonds, that's only $15.99. The Mahenge we just showed you is $14.99. The opal behind it, $19.99. The Paraiba, $19.99. Then you go to the aqua. It's a beautiful round aqua. That's going to be $19.99. So a lot of great options there. Let's give it 60 seconds on that wheel. If you missed them or had any questions about them, let us know how we can help you. We'll try them on. Don't forget about that tourmaline pendant we had early on in the show with all the different colors together. Looking forward to sharing that with you one more time. Anything else we can show? The heart-shaped brooch is still here. The incredible blue sapphire piece we had in all the 18. Think about it. There's a lot of 18 karat gold and platinum up here. Look at this. Well, actually, yes, look at that. That's that beautiful, beautiful sapphire. 18 karat in the gold color with that yellow gold and the sapphire combination. That's under $2,000. This is a perfect chance to pick up a favorite. I'm still a little amazed that we've got our cat's eye chrysoberyl here. Also, this is a platinum piece. There's our cat's eye chrysoberyl. That's done with the baguettes and the rounds. That's going to be a $15.99 deal as well. So look at all those gorgeous pieces that we have as options. And if there is anything of interest, give us a quick call. It's better to learn more about them and see them maybe one more time with the graphics and on the hand than just to ignore them and leave them here for somebody else to shop on. These are too incredible and too important to stay with us. And obviously everything, if you haven't heard, everything's been marked down. We've been without most of our viewership for all of the week, starting on Monday. So it's been a great now 3-show moment here where we've been taking discounts much, much, much further than we usually do just to try and accommodate and make up for that lack of viewership. So this is really a great time to be shopping because if these values do seem even greater than they usually are, that would be the reason why. So it's a good reasoning behind it, but again, makes no difference. The jewelry stays the same. So all those pieces are as high quality and well made as you expect them to be, but with these great values that we have. So again, $19.99 or less, anything up there, and then we move along. We'll show you a lot of other cool pieces we have that are new. Like for example, we've got a tourmaline coming up that's from the Congo. And then what about we've got a color change diaspora necklace, one big yellow diamond if anybody's looking for a carat 21. We've got one of those. Big blue zircons are here. The chameleon is here. You kind of guide me a little bit. I'd love to know what you're looking for tonight so we can help you out. But when everything on that wheel is $19.99 or less, that's pretty impressive. And when you see what's up there, I still can't get over I look away and then I just look back at the wheel and see where my eye goes, and I definitely go to that opal. What about you? What's your favorite? Sometimes that's the best way to evaluate. There's a lot of great jewelry up there, but how do you determine what's your absolute favorite? If you have to narrow it down, if you can just grab one great piece tonight, then I just say, see which one catches your eye. That's where I think our mind works in mysterious ways, where we have a way where we're just immediately drawn into certain pieces. And I think when that happens, it's that immediate reaction that tells you you're going to love it forever. And that's when you have so many, yes, all of them are beautiful and special in their own different way. But it's awfully nice to get values where you've got a wide variety to choose from. You've got all these discounts tonight. And it's our last call. We'll give it 60 final seconds. Then we'll sign off for tonight. Again, if you have any questions or any requests or anything we can bring for the weekend, when we see you back, I hope that we have our viewers back on the weekend. I have no idea. I'm just hoping and keeping my fingers crossed we do. But again, online is how a lot of you are able to watch us here. Even, I know that's not been high quality either tonight, but again, forgive us for that. But this is where, again, your chance of anything up there you like. And then we'll just recap that pendant with all the different colors in the tourmaline. And then also, we have a Paraiba tonight. Maybe the only remedy for a situation like this is to take okay, I'm just going to say it. We have a $6,000 Paraiba here. Let's see what happens. I'm going to move these aside. You let me know if you have any questions on any of those, and we will help you. But this is a go moment here. If you want to have something very special in a really big markdown, let's just go to the Paraiba. The most high-end stone we show, besides really fancy colored diamonds. This is exotic. It is rare. It is exactly 1 carat in size. It's an oval in a classic mounting. 1125754. Welcome him to our last call of our big Thursday night. So there's that term, you fight fire with fire. There's obviously a well-known stone here that a lot of us are never going to get to own. And if you're lucky enough to have been shopping them for like 20 years now, you probably are really thrilled that you got stones when you did. I was there in 2004 introducing these stones, and I'm going to tell you something that is just really just straightforward and easy. The blue greens are the most highly valued in the world today. The market is really seeing a complete monopoly on them. Everyone who has them, which is just a select few number of dealers worldwide. I'm personally friends with every dealer that's got Paraiba. Most dealers in the business long to get access to them. There are only a few dealers because there's only been a few mining ventures. So there's only been 3 sources ever. They're all mined out. So at this point, whoever has them has them. Those people know that. And they're not trying to be greedy. They're just doing good, kind of sound financial decisions, which are, if you have something nobody else has, generally there's a supply and demand quotient to that, but also if you hold on to it, they're in essence in control of their own destiny. So that is exactly what's been happening, is that people who have Paraiba, even if you are a private collector, if you have a Paraiba, here's my recommendation: hold on to that Paraiba. Hold on to it. It might be tempting to consign it, to resell it, to do something and garner a big dollar amount. Hold on to it, because that amount, whatever you would get today, is growing and is escalating at a pace that most gemstones have never seen before. So what we're going to show you is our Paraiba, because we don't believe in keeping or saving or holding back. We're bringing you the museum Paraiba that is 1 carat exactly in size, in the natural material, in the blue-green variety, with the diamonds around it at 67 points. And we are about to go ahead and do something to try and make it work. What's it going to take? I have no idea. I'm baffled. I've been doing this 22 years, guys. I've been through it all, okay? I've been through it all. I've never seen anything like this show. So now we're going to take this, and I'm not going to just say, let's give, that's not my style. My style is not to just give up and bail. We could just walk out and go home and try to beat traffic home, right? We could do that. Or we can say, let's take this moment, and for that person out there that is waiting for the value of a lifetime, it will happen right now. Because we have a stone that's $69.99. I was very open with you. I kind of hesitated to show this tonight because I don't know if we have a $7,000 audience tonight. I'm going to take the same ring and we're just going to blow it out. Auctions are not really the best course of action. There's a mounting here that's over $2,300 to make it. The stone is worth $60,000 a carat. Well, that's math I can do. Even this blonde bimbo can do that. I can do that. It's $60,000 for that stone. Math is not my forte. It's just not my thing. But $60,000 a carat, 1 carat stone, 60 grand. We're asking for a fraction of that. We're asking for $69.99. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to blow it out right now if you'd like it. It's one caller only, and I'm going to try to get this at home. And let me tell you something. Just as a collector of the stone, I got lucky. I was selling in 2004, so I got to, collect stones myself back when they were more affordable. You probably did the same. Maybe you were watching back then. I have talked to so many of you who have been watching and shopping for all these decades and have amassed collections that you're proud of. But if you don't have one yet, this is the time to get it. And it's not $69.99, and it's not $59.99. And we'll make this easy for a 1 carat size. It's always an achievement to get a 1 carat or greater in this Paraiba neon material, with the blues and greens, with the clarity, and with this great, great neon that it has. But it's not going to be $59.99, nor is it $49.39 or $29.99. It's go time. It's the last few minutes of the show, and I would love nothing more. Everything else can stay. But if we got a Paraiba moment at a big value, that's the one to get. If you buy one more thing from TV or from me for the rest of time, I would recommend it to be Paraiba. That's my highest recommendation. I get that question every day. I have a budget. I can't buy everything. What do you recommend is a good investment? And I'm not a financial advisor. I don't work for Merrill. I don't work for any of those different types of companies, but I will tell you this. I can only speak for what I see happening in the wholesale world and what's been happening for 22 years. And Paraibas are soaring in value at a rate that cannot be stopped. Literally, it has never stopped. It has never plateaued. And I doubt it will, because there's no more left of it coming out of the ground anywhere. So this is where you go. And you get a great value, and you don't have to spend $29.99 either, because we're going to blow it out right now for better than the mounting cost by itself. We are the factory. We manufactured this 2 days ago. We made this mounting first. We set the stone lovingly and delicately in the center of that mounting with 67 points. That's over 2/3 of a carat in diamond weight. What I call the hidden heart style doesn't look like hearts when you wear it from a distance, but they're there. It's an outline of a heart shape on either side, camped out with that pave fully encompassing it. And there is a Paraiba in the center that is worth a fortune. And we're not asking for $29.99, because here we go, less than the price of the mounting. So this way, if you want to throw out the Paraiba, please don't. Please don't. Lend it to a museum before you throw it out or give it away. But if you wanted the mounting at a great value, that's now. The stone is irrelevant right now. It's free. I'm going less than the price of the mounting, and you know that's $2,400. So we're going to take it lower than $24 and give somebody tonight. I should have started the show with, hey, we're going to have a sweepstakes tonight. There's going to be a free Paraiba tonight. That's how I should have started the show. Granted, I had no idea we would have to go to these depths of desperation. But that would be a really interesting tease, wouldn't it? There's going to be a sweepstakes, and one of our viewers tonight is going to get a free Paraiba that's a 1 carat stone. Well, that's essentially what's happening right now. But it's still here, and it's not 24 or 23 or 22 or $21.99. We're going to send it out right now, and that's a 1 carat beauty of a stone. Great clarity, amazing blues and greens, lots of diamond weight, but still wearable. I think that's something we have to consider, is you never want to just put your Paraiba on a shelf and look at it. It's more fun to wear your jewelry. It's more fun to put it on the hand and enjoy it and love it. And I always say, you realize if you shop a piece like this, you're like a walking museum exhibit, right? You're sharing this with the world in essence. You're giving everybody else the opportunity to look at Paraiba when maybe they've never seen one. Maybe they've heard about it, read about it, but never actually seen one. You are now transporting it and literally sharing it with the world when most people never get a chance to see it. $21.99 it's not. Here's what I'm going to do. It's not even $2,099. We are now saving you on the mounting. We are literally losing money and going backwards on the mounting that we manufactured 2 days ago just to get this a home, just to hear the word sold. I would love to hear that word right now. And I'm going to congratulate you because this is a value and you couldn't get this years ago. It's not $21.99 and it's not even $2,099 because we're going to make this yours. And you get one great Paraiba and you love it forever. You love it forever. But it's still here. We got the phone lines rocking, but it's still here. Sounds like everybody's requesting things from earlier. This is the time to do it. You know, this is when we get really busy. It's the end of the night. It's the end of the show. Everything goes. It's what happens. And we never want you to miss out just by being a couple seconds behind. It's not $2,000 either. Truly the giveaway in Paraibas. I've been standing up here for a lot of hours for a lot of years, and let me tell you something, there's never been a free Paraiba. You're getting a free Paraiba right now. And it is as simple as saying, let us even give you a huge discount on the mounting. I'll save you $400 on the mounting that you would literally buy for so much more by itself, and then you get the Paraiba for free. Get it for the mounting, get it for the Paraiba, get it for the two together that allows you to wear something as rare as this is, and don't even spend $2,000. Let's make it $19.99, one caller. Let's see what's happening. That's the one to own. Yes, Jess. $19.99, who wants it? It is gonna be gone, that's for sure. Gonna be gone at, I mean, this is just, Tony, we're deleting this show, right? We're like not gonna leave a record of this at all. It wasn't on TV for most people, so I feel good about that. Because what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to sell a Paraiba ever again? Not after this. You think I'm going to show up on Saturday and sell a 1 carat Paraiba for $45,000 when I've got one tonight for $19.99? That is special. And it's in white, yellow, or rose gold. Tim, are you taking this one or something else? Great. It's here if you'd like it. We are verifying, though. And if you have any requests or questions, last call is now. 11 minutes left in the show. I like to say we return to TV on Saturday, but I have no idea if we return to TV on Saturday. I hope we do. We don't know. We don't know. We've been insured and guaranteed we would be on Wednesday's show. We weren't. So we're going to try our best. We're again, it's out of our control. We got some issues with some of the network providers and the fiber lines that broadcast our show. So what's that? Hi, Kathy in New York. Hi, another New Yorker. I love that our New Yorkers are here in force tonight. Lovely to have you all with us. Shout out to New York. Yes, the whole state. Just shout out to New York. Shout out to the Jets. They won their game tonight, blowout. Shout out to the Mets. They're on a 4-game win streak. Shout out to your caller, Wayne. Who is that?
Philip.
Who? Philip. From where? Where? That's West Virginia. Yeah, that's West Virginia. Hi, Philip. Thank you so much. All right, coming up. Let's talk a little bit about, there is a chameleon diamond, showed that earlier. We have a blue zircon discount that's too much. No, that's too much. But I do have some Morganite earrings. Hey, Kirsten, I just got your message and I thank you for that. I heard Morganite is of interest. I figured, well, you just inspired me to put these up because I think, well, this one's gonna be a little difficult if they don't sit here, and they don't. But this is a very large earring. And we have, forgive me, Morganites, pink diamonds, white diamonds. This reminds me a lot of a ring we had earlier. Let me just borrow these so I can show them from a distance away. Here's the size they give you. It's 112, 5812. Take a look. There's your Morganite, pink diamonds, white diamonds. These look great with the ring. If you missed it, I'll try to flash it. But look how beautiful this is. It's a 14 karat gold earring, rose and white together. There's 347. Speaking of New York, 347. It's 347 in the pear-shaped Morganites and 94 points in white diamonds and 22 points in pink diamonds. So a lot of diamond weight. and a bigger earring with a hoop style to start, great little hinged backing. They look fabulous, and they are fabulous. And I'm going to show one on, but this is the key. I had a great price tag discount, actually, on a beautiful Morganite that also had pink and white diamonds earlier tonight. Thought we'd do something special in the earrings in case anybody wants the match, or we've had some small pear-shaped Morganites as of yesterday on the air. I figured we'd go a little bit larger for you. And that's what this does. Straight post, hinged backing. I'm putting one on with one hand. So that's pretty easy. I can vouch for how easy they are to put on when I just did it with one hand and two fingers. Here's what they look like on, just to see what that's all about. That's a big earring. We've had Tanzanite studs, we've had Tanzanite drops today, both, and yet this is by far a larger style than anything else we've had in the day or in the evening, and we're gonna go ahead and blow these out for you. Oops, there's a $59.99 earring here, right there. Ooh, no, that's not good. That's not going to work tonight. So let's take them even lower. And yes, they're the pinky Morganites, just like the ring we had earlier, which the big headline was, it wasn't that light peach material. It was gorgeous saturated pink material, just like you're seeing here. And yet the entire earring is going to be $1,900. You know what? Skip it. Dinner on me? Do it. Dinner on me. $1,888. $1,888 for the earrings. And then I'm going to show them up close. Yes, Andy? Green Paraiba on the hand. The one we just had? You got it. Because we did have a pear shape earlier, by the way. But the one we just had, I'm going to try on. I'm right there. So I'll just put the ring on my finger here for you. There's the Paraiba we just had. Check and see if that's still available. I think it's gone. And then we've got the earrings here that is going to be, I'll give you a close up on the earrings as well. But there is the Morganite earring with the pink and the white, which I'm going to show you up close. And then we've got the Paraiba we just had for $19.90. No, I can't say that anymore. That's just, it's absolutely a bit of embarrassment to say that price again, because it's just, it feels like an insult to the stone is what it feels like, and the mounting. But here are the Morganite earrings that I just think are so lovely. And there you can see when you're getting just in white diamonds alone, almost a carat, you can see how big they all are. And then you get that pink diamond halo. Let me try to keep this upright to you. And of course, an incredible match on the Morganites themselves, which I'll show you together so you can see how those Morganites look together. A perfect match in that true, honest to goodness pink. It's like a pink diamond, but better. And that's the case. We know about this with Morganites. I can't stress to you enough. They usually do not look anything like this. They usually have a light peach kind of color. They can be more light brown than anything else, and that's just not what you're seeing here with that beautiful set of the pear-shaped pinks. True pinks, pure pinks, and they're lovely. And so we'll see those out the door, I hope, at $18.88. They're large, though. They're definitely not a small earring. This is not the petite style that we would normally bring. This is going to get you a little more lavish in those gorgeous pink barrels. And so there they are in that drop. Again, starts with the hoop, ends with the drop. Great size to them. And let me know if you'd like to have a pair. And then we'll keep on moving. There is a big time, what else do we have? The yellow diamond is here. That's going to be an incredible value just for the end of the day. You know, this is when obviously viewership wanes at the end of the evening, and obviously when you start off with, you know, very few, this is what I feel like allows us to get away with something. And again, treat you guys to something really special when this is a massive yellow diamond. And probably would have been more responsible to show it hours ago, except the problem is this, is that I can't repeat yellow diamonds. We've had word from the wholesale show going on now that the 1 carat yellow diamonds are now up to $15,000 and $16,000. That's loose. This is not a 1 carat yellow diamond, it's an upgrade. It's 112-4831, and it's actually going to be, instead of a 1 carat, it's a 121, but looks far larger than that with the pear shapes that it has. Also is a VS brilliant cut, 35 points in yellow diamonds and 62 points in white diamonds. I'll try to make this quick because we only have 4.5 minutes, but it's a fabulous piece, and you can see triple halo, but that outside halo is a little more scattered. 218 total weight. It's an $11,999 piece. I'm about to give this the value of a lifetime, kind of like what we did on the Paraiba, but for a yellow diamond. And remember, it makes all the difference in the world that it's a carat 21 instead of a 1 carat stone. And that makes the difference. And it's going to be better than $10,000. Oh, no, no, no. This is going to be like, again, the craziest deal you've seen It's only for, a few eyeballs here. That's the beauty of it. So we can just get away with something. End of the night is here. If you have any questions or requests on anything else, if there's something you'd like to see one more time on the air, please let me know what it is. If you have any questions, take the pieces while they're here, because as the night goes off the air, a lot of pieces go. Yes, yes. Thank you. The cat's eye chrysoberyl. I will put that aside, Linda. Thank you so much. She shopped that cat's eye from earlier. Now we can get our yellow diamond out the door for, well, get this. Total weight of 218 should be a $12,000 ring. We're going significantly lower than that. It is going to be, and here's what I'm going to do. We're going to give this 60 seconds, then have time for some more recaps for you as well, because those are going to be asked about. This is not going to be 10 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. I didn't ask our dealers what a 121 is going for, but if a 1 carat's going for $15,000, I've probably heard enough. And I know everything I need to know about the value that I have on the screen right now at $59. It's not going to be that price. You're not paying $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. We are going there, and it's our first time seeing a 121 priced this way. It is $2,999 only. First caller situation, 60 seconds only to get it, and it will be gone because it's an obvious value. And for anybody who's waited for our yellow diamonds but thought, do I want to spend $5,000 on a 1 carat? I know it's a great value, but do I want to go there? This is a 121 for under $3,000 here tonight. And this is what it looks like on the hand. So a winning value when it comes to your center stone. We can obviously we know what's up there. We know you're getting a full complement of diamonds around it, and that you're getting, 97 points all around it in the yellow and the white diamonds. But it's more than that. It's about that center stone. And to be quite honest, the value is represented just purely in the center stone alone. All the extras you get, well, that's almost inconsequential right now, because you've got a carat 21 for under $3,000. And that doesn't happen. It's just plain and simple doesn't happen. It's like we're living in a fantasy land fairy tale right now that only is good for another minute and 45 seconds, because that's when our show goes off the air. And that's the moment to take advantage of a yellow diamond that if you get that home and don't think that's a great value, send it on back. But that's not going to happen. Listen, I know what it hassle. I'm not a returner. I'm an online shopper exclusively. I don't go to stores. I don't shop in stores. I don't buy anything in stores. I get everything delivered. It's just, to me, it's fun. And it's a better way to shop in my mind. But I got to tell you, I do not like to return things. And so I don't want to encourage you, and I never want to make it sound like that's, fun and easy to do. It's not. But the point is this, is that it is a safety net because it's a value. And for anybody who's doubting right now and holding off because it just seems like too good a value, that's what I need you to know, is that this is one to try, because forever and ever, you're going to realize that's where I need to shop for my jewelry. And whenever it is I need something special in fine jewelry that's not going to be a lab-grown stone and not going to be faux metals and not going to be mystery everything, this is where you come, because look what you get for $29.99. So that is going to conclude our last 39 seconds of the show. I hope that you'll call in. We'll be here for a few minutes, so just remember that. We're going off the air in 30 seconds. We see you back on, again, I say this loosely, but we see you back on TV, hopefully on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. And then, of course, you have to join Joyce tomorrow, as most of you do, a Friday night. I know we've been watching online all week, so hopefully that's familiar to you. Be sure and join her. She's got an online show on Fridays that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So be sure and join her for all the museum pieces. We'll be back on Saturday and Sunday with more great jewelry. And for now, we wish you a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much for watching and shopping tonight. And from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great Friday. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you back here on the weekend.